Can you guys hear me? And I am going to do a listening thingy. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, I can hear myself here. It's a bit low. Alright. How's volume now? Okay, should be better. I've maxed that out. Alright. Hello guys, I'm trying to set up Rumble somehow. How do I set up Rumble now? Disconnect? I thought it's connected or no? Okay, how do I check Rumble's connecting? Or not? Should be better. Oh, okay, it's live on Rumble too. Fix that out. Alright. Hello guys, I'm just gonna... Oh, we got live on everything. Okay, so we got live on Rumble. Alright guys, we are in. Hi all, hi Joe La Famille. Alright, so I'm on live on Rumble as well, guys, so... First time ever, someone messaged saying that they're not gonna join the YouTube because they're boycotting it. So I'm gonna get on Rumble. I'm gonna pop out this chat, and we'll have multiple chats and see how it goes. Okay, right now, if you get a Rumble, you'd be the first one to comment. Nobody's commented there yet. Okay, I can hear myself. Can you guys all hear me fine and everything? I'm just gonna set up some stuff now because I was actually past hour I was trying to finish my math video. Still not done that. It's gonna take a. All right, I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. Good evening, inmates. All right, we got a whole bunch of peeps in the show. 27 all off the bat. Just listen to me blabber about. That's that's amazing. All right, guys. So that is that. And I'm gonna put the Rumble one on the top. Make it smaller. And how does my face look like? Okay, guys. I'm just gonna set this up so you guys can go grab something to eat or drink while I set this up. And I will move this here. Okay, how's my face looking there? And make this wider. Alright. So yes guys, I'm on Rumble and YouTube. Let's go. Okay, we're on another level right now. We got small. Okay, there it is. And okay. Welcome to Rumble. You sound okay. The Marcus Areolas. Let's go. Alright, I'll make that a bit bigger there. So guys, we're having multiple chats, multiple everything. We're taking over the game. Yeah, how do I get rid of this thingy? Okay, so now, so I gotta figure out the chat. It's a bit bad looking there. Okay, top chat, make it live chat there. Alright guys, that's how that looks. Maybe I'll make my head a bit smaller, so I have more chats. So that's a question for the audience. Do you guys want more of my face, or more chats, or no chats? I'm just gonna move this. Anyways, this initial problem is fixing it up. Slightly distorted the sound or the audio? Okay, I'll have to double check how it is. Let's play it now. Hello. I have a. Okay. I think it should be fine. Easy is smoking today. Okay, let's go. Okay, how do I like fix this straight up? My webcam just turns. Like I make it straight and just turns. Like the wire somehow pulls it. I don't understand. Is there some sort of magnet on it or something? Okay, so just put it flat and leave it flat. I don't understand. Why does it just turn? Okay, there it is. It still moves. It's just absolutely ridiculous. A little bit of both. Okay, so some guys, let me know how it all is. Because today's trying to get everything right. Because I don't want to do this while I have a guest for next week. We have a big guest, and so on. Just trying to set this up. All right. It's Marky Oriolis is there commenting. I'm gonna refresh this, see if it shows up as well. So multiple chats. Okay, let's go. All right, we got 6 people on the Rumble chat, 34 on YouTube. Let's go. And basically, whichever one either gets the most views or the most cash, so that'll be the main one I'll promote. But anyways, so that is pretty good stuff. Let's go back. Let's go to Peaked, and let's do some housekeeping. And we got a lot in store. So this screenshot right here is literally from a live broadcast at WTC. That's because I'm working on a video on it, and it's almost like an hour. All right, Kane133 is on Rumble, says woot woot. Let's go. We got some Rumble peeps. Okay, guys. Remember, donate cash, money, and so on from Rumble and YouTube and so on. Okay, this is all pretty cool stuff. Okay, my head is still this way. Okay, make it like that. I'm gonna make this further out. All right, I think we're almost good to go. Okay, guys, as always, there's a link to links right here, link to links right there. You can see all the links in the links and so on. So today I'm going to be joining me as I deep dive into the many instances of electromagnetic field interference EMF observed on 9/11 and ponder if similar technologies being used today. First thought of that, those Israeli Lebanon pagers blowing up. I was thinking, are they using DO or explosives or a combination? Okay, that'd be interesting. Alright, guys, so as always, here's some housekeeping. Try to power through these. Okay, Kane133 says, love you, some of your old videos, especially about the weather the day before and the planes. Yes, the plane ones is a next level. Next level. And the weather one too. The weather, the Hurricane Aaron, the day before was literally like a storm. And yeah, that was pretty wild. And also there's a giant hurricane on the day of nobody talks about it. Yes, I know links as always. Throw a bunch of links. I got to multiply links everywhere. All right, guys, we got chats on chats on chats. Okay, so anyways, MES links, I throw everything in there, all my links, everything, math stuff, and 9/11 truth. You can put the drop downs on everything. Drop down, go to what you need. You get and another one, MES 370, since it's Ashton Forbes going viral. You can go watch this and laugh at Ashton. So the slide up there, anyways, and there's the 9/11 truth and all this there. So that's that. All right, and donate, guys. As always, donate. There's a donate button right here. Donate crypto, become a super fan, and yeah, PayPal, whatever tingles your fancy. And there's and also yeah, become a super fan, guys. Right now it's on YouTube, super fan. But if you're boycotting, I'll see if Rumble has a similar one. But anyways, $15 a month, you get custom emojis. It's 15 Canadian, so it's about $2 American, and you get custom emojis, and you get a shout out, and you fund MES. All right, let's go. All right, guys. Okay, so let's just double check right here. I'm gonna get some more housekeeping. Double check microphone sound properties is 100%. I'm just gonna do this. I should do this before sound properties. Okay, this is like sound devices. Manage sound devices. See how this looks like right here. I think it should be fine. Microphone. It's like where do I find anything? Okay, manage device properties. Additional. Just want to check if it's levels. Okay, it's 100%. It should be fine. So that is 100%. So I just want to double check. Okay, that's working. Dave Rossi partnered Ashton's Aether Tech, had his X account deleted a couple days ago. Interesting. Interesting stuff here. And also, ensure browser programs are not automatically lower volume. This was like the most frustrating thing I've ever experienced. Was literally last week. When I was doing the Mark Conlon live stream, I'm gonna go to Telegram. So when I was doing the Mark Conlon one, for some reason, like the beta setting in my browser was set so that to automatically adjust the volume. Basically, automatically adjust the volume based on. Let's go right here. Yeah. So yeah, basically here, like you have to go in the browser and it automatically adjusted it based on the if you're doing a live call. So this was set to enable. Allow the audio processing module and web RTC to adjust the input volume during a real-time call. Disable if microphone muting or clipping issues are observed when the browser is running and used for real-time call. And this flag is experimental, may be removed at any time. Yeah, sounds ridiculous. So basically, if Mark Collin increased the volume or a guest increased the volume, the browser will automatically lower mine. So it's like, what kind of madness is this? Distorted sound here, it's like rattling too close to mic. Or do I lower this? Like, this is the thing, like, I don't understand. How is the volume just not working? Let's see how this looks. Alright. Is the volume better? Is this rattling? Outford Doggy says, I love this. Okay, so I have that. Maybe too much gain. Okay, so I lowered it a tiny bit. Let's lower it a bit more. Okay, so how is this now? Let's see how this audio is. Hello. Okay, just let me know how it is, because I just don't understand. It's like we're in the Matrix. Like, I just want to get the microphone working, and I literally don't know anything else. Okay, increase brightness in webcam. Should be fine. Should be fine right now. Not distorted anymore. Okay, I lowered it a bit. Okay, just echo just rattling echo. Okay, better, sounding better. Okay, that's epic, guys, and yeah, that's good. Anyways, yeah, hopefully I can get a professional mic. My cousin has a professional one. When I was doing the live stream at his place, So fund the project, and we will get this better. Okay, lots better. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, so I don't want to do too much housekeeping. Okay, so let me know if audio is too loud or too low. I mean, stop moving the screen during group streams. There's a bunch of notes of what to do and what don't do. It's like The Simpsons. Don't do what Tommy does. I think I put it on YouTube instead. Okay, we'll play that first video. Yeah, this is knife safety. So basically, I have a bunch of stuff to do and not do. So increase brightness, stop moving the screen, ensures guest is using computer audio. And I think one issue I had last week, Mark Holland was using. I think he was using the computer audio wasn't like being transmitted through Google Meet. So instead, it was going like straight to his microphone. So that's why it was all distorted and whatnot. So basically, ensure guest is using computer audio and not microphone audio only when playing videos. And also can monitor mic and system volume in Prism Live Studio. And make monitor 2560 times 1080 when it glitches out. Anyways, last week it glitched out. And it's basically a whole bunch of things to do and don't do. So I'll play this video from Simpsons.
Oh, seems like everywhere I look, people are enjoying knives. Don't do what Donnie don't does. They could have made this clearer.
Alright.
No, they won't let you have any fun.
Alright, yeah, so anyways, that's my list. Don't do what Donnie don't do does, guys. A bunch of lists here. Okay, Scotty NYC says, just discovered last week after watching show live stream. Epic stuff. Yes, good to have you on the show. Alright, guys, okay, now we've gone through the housekeeping. Another thing, guys, is MES job offering, add timestamps to the live streams. And I can pay in shout-outs or whatnot. Because if you have a lot of people want timestamps. So if you go to the live streams, add timestamps, and then send it to me, and then I'll just add them all, copy and paste, and give you a shout-out, and so on, or any of your socials. So that's the code job. And you can see I started putting some for the last live stream right here. And also feel free to crop out and upload any clips of it or whatnot. So if you go right here. Yeah, so I started adding for the live stream 55, the passengers one. I started adding right here 00 as I watch it. So I've got up to 1/2 and so on. So and to be continued again. It's it's not easy, but if you're watching and you want to add timestamps, especially if you're rewatching it, just add that in there, and you will get a huge shout out. So anyways, so that's MES job offering right there, and also fund my trip to John and Nancy's lab. Renewed passport, etc. And also, and it's official, I'm going to Nancy and John's place. So Nancy gave me the A-OK to live stream an event for her Hutchison frequency edibles. I'm actually going to be going late November or early December. So she has like 100 people in a theater she booked and test out some John Hutchison frequency edibles. So if I don't come back alive, it's probably because I flew too high to the moon or something. Okay, Stephen F says you can do timestamps with Whisper AI and an LLM. Oh, okay, interesting. That's cool. I'll check that out. Okay, Stephen F. Since you're a professional AI, you want to try that as well. So if you can just do it, however you do it, either manually or using AI, just send it to me, and I will add it and give you a custom shout out and whatnot. Okay, Scotty NYC, I'll have to check the do's and don't list before I say anything. Yeah, don't do what Donnie don't do does. All right, guys. So the John Nancy trip is A-OK, and she says I could stay at the lab for a couple days as well, before and after, and it will be quite amazing experience. But again, John Hudson's a bit glitching out with his recent 9/11 comments, but nonetheless, the show goes on. Also, guys, next week, October 5th, live stream with Amaterasu Solar, it's hard to pronounce, on electrogravitics. His father worked with the Thomas Townsend Brown flying saucer scientist, so that's going to be quite epic. And this guy's got a write-up on it, knowledge, free energy, and so on. And we'll see what kind of info he can drop on our families here. Matthew cleared the gate. We'll see. Yeah, so I cleared something there. We will find out, guys. What happens when I do the John Hodgson edibles. All right, guys. So that's October 5th next live stream, and also October 19th live stream with Metal Miner on alternative health hacks. And he has a whole bunch of like his own drugs that he makes and so on. And again, that's why he's a methyl miner. See how that it goes. And initially I put November 2nd, but I'm gonna for John Hutchison having him again to expose disinfo agent and psycho liar Ace Baker. But I'll ask him to do this November 16th instead. Because around November 5th is the November 5th is election. Around that, I want to do some election live streams and so on. So that'll be quite fascinating stuff. And also, I'm going to add another thing right here. November. So let's see what date it is. Okay, November 23rd. Yeah, so 22nd is JFK assassination anniversary. So 23rd, I'm gonna have. I'll put that right here. Alan Forrest. I'm gonna. I told him I scheduled last year that on the anniversary he's got to show up. So this is going to be November 23rd, JFK live stream with Alan Forrest. All right, so that'd be quite epic. And also 9/11 revisionist and the Abraham Rodriguez on a future live stream. He was the OG 9/11 truther, and that was that asked literally he was the guy that asked Richard Gage how come he doesn't talk about the seismic signal or any of the evidence, and Richard Gage kind of glitched out. But here is his Twitter account, so we'll get him on the show. So this is Escape the Matrix. This is Abraham Rodriguez. So he's OG 9/11 researcher, and he's pushing a lot of just pushing a lot of 9/11 truth on Twitter and so on. He's got a pretty huge following too. 23,000 followers. Let's go. All right, guys. So that is Abraham Rodriguez. It would be quite amazing. So the JFK disappearance anniversary. Disappearance. Oh yeah. So Tim says JFK disappeared. But I wouldn't rule out blew a hole in his head. But again, we So again, it's like how does the under workings of the NWO is actually. But again, he could be in hiding, or he could be on the moon in Antarctica, or they just blew his head off because why not? All right, let's go in the next one here. Okay, so and also I haven't uploaded a video in a while because I'm working on a 5-hour math video. So I'm doing So it's been a while since I did a math video, so I'll get that up probably this coming week, and so on. And also, guys, everyone, please create a Hive account and start posting on MES 9/11 Truth, MES Conspiracy, and MES Science, as well as upload on 3Speak. Just try to transition to there. Figure out how it works. If you need help, I can help you. And my upvotes are worth almost like $1 USD fully powered up, etc. It's decentralized and so on. And if enough people start joining, then we can create the 9/11 Avengers community website, server, token, all on the Hive blockchain. And there's an explanation of how to make it. This website's on the Hive blockchain and so on. I have several communities right here. You could basically create a breakaway community, have your own tokenomic ecosystem that no one could shut you down, no government could shut you down, and so on. So create a Hive account, start posting on here, and the earnings on the right, this is in USD, author gets half, and so on. And so everything I post right here is where I'll share it to you guys. Peak Node Manager. No, Peaked D is not a node manager. Peaked D is a website that uses the Hive blockchain. So again, to illustrate, this is the Hive blockchain. This is like in my opinion, the only truly decentralized social media service out there in the world. Like not just anywhere else is in the world. Read up on how it was created. It was created by mistake. And if you go to hive.blog, example, it's on Hive blockchain. Change your website. Exact same thing. So it doesn't matter. Peak gets shut down, you can use hive.blog. If hive.blog gets shut down, you can go ecency.com. Again, it does not matter what you use. It will just automatically. It's all accessing the blockchain, similar to Bitcoin. You can access your money in any way, shape, or form. Doesn't matter which website. It's the same thing right here. And you can go also, for example, ecency. What's another one? In Leo, I think. InLeo.com. Let's see if this shows up in Leo. So again, I'm accessing the exact same article on multiple different websites. So basically, what the blockchain does, it turns every website into a skin. So in other words, it takes pretty much all of Facebook's power away because Facebook can't delete anything you're doing. Like it's loading still. I know some websites take a load, and so on. Also, if you there's also if you go to in Leo threads as well. You can, and these are all signed in with just your Hive account. okay, this one's not loading there. I know. I think I got the wrong URL. But anyways, this is all on the blockchain, and this is like a Twitter alternative and so on. And you can go upvote and stuff here. So example right here. Got my first person inquiring about Hive from Substack and so on. And yeah, so go upvote right here. And this one earns in Leo and Hive tokens 66 cents, and you just put the password in here. So you can just sign in with just a browser, plug in with your private keys and so on. Okay, Oxford says the government comes to you and says they will tell you the truth about 9/11, but you got to sleep with Whoopi Goldberg. First, what do you do? That's a tough one, you know. What are you in Norwell talk? Yeah, that's you got to be a gold digger to get the truth. No, okay. I'll just leave it for another day. Whoopi, you can. We'll just never know 9/11 truth then. Okay, so everyone else, please like this video. This guy does amazing work. Kane says on Rumble. Let's go. That's epic stuff here. Thanks, Kane. All right, guys. So let's check on Rumble. So guys, we have Rumble. We have people chatting on Rumble. Is this 31 people viewing? 15, 14. And it's like I have like literally 861 followers on Rumble, and I have 14 people watching. But on YouTube, I literally have 46 people watching and 52,000 subscribers. It's like absolutely ridiculous. Okay, love the skins each domain provides. Can probably make a custom one that reads the same block. Yeah. So basically, on the Hive blockchain, you can have separate websites that filter out all the Hive blockchain posts specifically for what you want. So if you want, for example, articles right here, I think in Leo filters out pretty much all articles besides financial ones. Yeah, it only keeps financial ones right here. So there's also an InfoWars. InfoWars ones had one. They had an InfoWars on the blockchain, like info, but it wasn't. It's not tied to it. It's something like that. But anyways, I'll give you another example. STEM Geeks right here. So STEM Geeks is on the blockchain. It's another skin, but this filters out only math stuff, and it's on the blockchain. So for example, I can go right here, log in with my keychain on my browser. Just log in. I'm already on the website, and it filters out only math, science, STEM related stuff. So this is all on the blockchain. And you can also maybe add your own token on there, and there's that website they had an option that you can literally create your own token on top of the Hive blockchain. Similar how you can create a Ethereum ERC2 token. So you can go right here and you can upvote right here. This person my estimated value is 2.8 STEM, but they also earn I think it automatically earns blockchain. I mean Hive as well. I don't know why it's not just work. I think it just did it. Okay, 259. Okay, did it work? Just like do something. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, some of these, and you can also downvote. So there's the only quote censorship is people can downvote and take your rewards away if they're big enough. That blockchain, hi guys. No one wants to say hi inward and. All right, try not to get shadow banned. Yeah, so basically, anyways, a Hive blockchain, and you can create your own stuff. You want to make a conspiracy one, you can create it so that it only filters out the tags for it. So you go to the trending post, and you could have it filter out exactly what you want. And just the peaked one is the most used one. You can see how much traffic it is. So 783,000 viewers right here, and this one here you can this one works smoother. Upvote and increases on the trending and so on. And yes, this is next level stuff. This is actually decentralized, and it's not like anything else because this has no ICO. Like there's no there's no actual company running anything, and they also have a cool thing. So this used to be on Steemit. So Steemit was Hive. So if you go to steemit.com, this got taken over by Justin Sun from the Tron blockchain. So you could read all about that. And again, I don't know why Steemit just can't even load. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, again, Steemit is not loading. I'm going to go back to this right here, proposals. So just to illustrate, so Steemit was another blockchain. It was taken over because it had a big giant, like the owners had a huge amount of the tokens, and then they got taken over by Justin Sun. Literally a billionaire took it over. And then what the community did on the Steem blockchain was fork it, so you could fork with blockchains. And then they took all that funds that was by the owners and the basically stolen funds from the billionaires, and they just froze them and they would fork it, copy and paste the entire blockchain, and then go back into. You would copy and paste the whole blockchain, and then take all that funds, and instead of giving it to them, you just zero their accounts and move that accounts all the way into a decentralized fund. So, for example, here they locked up $23 million. This HBD is a stablecoin, algorithmic stablecoin on Hive. That's another breakthrough. Anyway, so they forked it, and then they locked up $23 million, and then to get access to it, right now they're currently funding $28,000 every day. But you have to do a proposal. So you can go in proposal, and you can support which ones you want. So this one right here, this guy, you can write a proposal, what you want to do. For example, a rally car, you want to promote a rally car. You can go ask, I want XYZ money per day. And if you have enough people voting, and based on their how much your tokens you staked, your votes gets higher. Let's vote one, for example. This guy wants $10,000 a day. Interesting. Okay, but they also need to get above a threshold. So you need to get above this threshold right here. Anything below will not get funded. Anything above will get funded, and then it automatically starts releasing funds for whatever project it is. Anyways, and so on. So that's epic stuff here. Before I go, just wondering how your brownies turned out. Did you use milk? I'm lactose intolerant. Make Canadian bathroom noise. Okay. Anyways, I don't know what's going on here in this house. We will block people if they keep talking nonsense. All right. Continuing further, we have 43 people still listening to me ramble. Anyway, so that's a Hive. Eventually, I will do a video on. I'm supposed to do I have a blockchain series, blockchain playlist. Blockchain. I have a blockchain playlist on my YouTube, and I'm eventually going to do part 3. So I initially was Steam, and then Steam forked, and then basically Hive is the big one. And the big picture, these right here, blockchain, the big picture. I've done 2 videos 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Part 1 was what do you own? Part 2 is tokenization. So I highly recommend going over this. These ones right here. And then the part 3 is one I'm going to work on eventually. That's going to be on architecture of world control. So if you understand how blockchains work, you understand how monetary systems work, and how reality is controlled, steered, through top-down control, and hidden hands, and it makes sense for all that Invisible Weapons for Quiet Wars document. It's pretty much you grasp how everything's being done. Anyways, so check those out, and let's go. Is Odyssey blockchain? Odyssey is centralized blockchain. Odyssey, the actual videos. I don't think the actual videos are on the blockchain. I don't know how they do it, but even if they do, they're most of the tokens and most of the actual servers are literally stored by a few people. The only one that's working on this, again, FreeSpeak right here, is working on its own platform and tokens in a decentralized way that's also tied to a Hive blockchain. So all the metadata on this is on the Hive blockchain, and this one this is just random people storing everything. So FreeSpeak is again, post on FreeSpeak, and Odyssey will censor you. And if you have copyright stuff, they will remove it. FreeSpeak does not have that issue, and this one is going to have tokenomics set up there. That's also in the works too. So FreeSpeak is if you want something stored for in long time, and this is very small, but I think this is pretty much, there's nothing else on the market. So this is the only one. If this doesn't work out, then don't expect anything else ever to work out. This is the only one. Okay, but again, this is decentralized setup there, and so on. It's always been top-down control. Well, eventually it gets top-down control, but not everything is. You can create something that's next level, and then they'll just take over it with money and power. So whatever you have, if you don't take care of it, it will be taken over. All right. And for example, if they don't want any 9/11 truther to stop talking, they'll give them access to Whoopi Goldberg. All right, enough of that. All right, guys. What's the next setup here? Is okay. I think we're good with all the stuff. I wanted to go tell everybody, get on FreeSpeak and so on. You can also do want to create 9/11 Avengers website so that it goes and it filters out only 9/11 stuff in our communities. And you can watch this video and learn how to create a actual community. Again, it's similar. Basically, what this is saying is how do you copy and paste this website peaked but make it for your own self. So we have 911avengers.com. It's So this one, Norman bought it from 9/11 Revisionist. So this one here, imagine this is on a blockchain. Instead of stemgeeks.net, we'll have 9/11 Ventures, and then it will be like you can post on there, and we can build our own token on it on the Hive blockchain. People can earn and so on. So you can put all the value back into this giant mechanism. All right, so that'll be epic stuff there. All right, guys. So that's that. Next setup. All right, guys. Yeah. So some of the stuff is going to be just me researching and showing you my EMF interference video that I've been working on. Is absolutely epic. Okay. So let's go here. So we have 48 people. Okay. So 9/11 MES 9/11 passengers Excel sheet. So I made this just before the live stream yesterday. So this one's I'm going to open it up, and you can download it, and this link will automatically. Well, actually, this is the Excel one, but I have it right here. So you can go here, and the actual link is in here, and you can play around with it. It will be updating as I update it. Every time I find something new about a passenger, I start adding to it. So you can go and this is a giant Excel sheet that I'm making about every single passenger, and so on. And yeah, so you can put notes on there, put links of every single one, anything key interesting there. And also the passenger is interesting how it goes down like that. Again, then it also gives you the passenger, hijacker, crew, breakdown graphs, and so on in a pivot table. So I'll open this up and I'll see what I've gotten so far. Anyways, enjoy your regular Wednesday evening gathering. I'm not the one who's bored. Check your screen. What in the world's going on? I just can't stop watching all the info. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. Anyways, I don't know what's going on here. I am gonna pause until put user in timeout. 5 minutes until we figure out what the hell's going on. Or it's like the Trump one. We're going to close the border until we figure out what in the world's going on here. All right. So first person we kicked out in Winderland. All right. So in Winderland, tripping out. Okay. So that's the thing. If I have no clue what you're talking about, you may get kicked out. I'm going to open this right here. Okay. So this Excel file, I have it opened up right here. Okay, so definitely check it out, guys, and then let me know if any info on anything passenger related. So you can see all the stuff I added, and you can also sort out by all the ones that I have notes on here. Let's go. I'll just put it like this. Okay, so for example, Muhammad Atta, he's allegedly the ringleader. So his age is 33. He's the oldest one. He's 33 and oldest. Okay, Scott NYC says, yeah, I'm not the only one thinking that's weird. Yeah, we have a lot of trolls, a lot of possibly kids as well. And then there's a math channel for at the end of the day. But again, 9/11 is math. 9 divided by 11 is 0.81 or something. Okay, so age 33 is Muhammad Atta, the alleged ringleader. His father says he talked to him on September 12, 2001, it's the day after. And he says the government's after him, trying to kill him because I think they want him dead. Or something else. Anyway, he's age 33. He was also born on 1968, the year that the construction was, the WTC construction started. And he was actually, I think, born 26 days after WTC construction. There's some more stuff right here. CCTV footage does not look like him, and a pilot witness said that she saw Muhammad Atta in Portland, Logan, when the official story says he was in Portland, Maine, and also he was seen prior to 9/11. In American Airlines pilot gear. He likely worked for a 9/11. Again, these are epic info right here. You got Daniel Lewin, so on. I'm going to go over the Muhammad Atta one. That one is just absolutely remarkable stuff. Okay, there's this passenger stuff. Okay, Muhammad Atta, yeah. So Muhammad Atta was likely an American Airlines employee or moonlighting as one for the CIA. And if you go to Atta, I have a whole bunch of Atta stuff. Okay, so right here, so Deanne Granny was a customer service agent, CSA, and ground security coordinator, GSC, at U.S. Airways, or U.S. Air, and she claimed to have seen Muhammad Atta prior to 9/11 dressed as an American Airlines pilot or training pilot. Was Muhammad Atta an American Airlines employee or moonlighting as one as part of a CIA operation? This was, again, Mark Holland article. I got it from him, and he sent it to me as well, this info. This is next level. Segrini advised that later she saw Atta's picture on the news, and she believed she had seen him before. She thought he may have tried to jump seat. This is pretty much like a seat that pops out that you can sit near the pilot for training or whatnot purposes. And he was in uniform using an American Airlines pilot identification. She believed that this happened within the last 6 months. She advised she searched the U.S. air jump seat paperwork to see who had gone through for June 2001, July 2001, and August 2001, but was unable to find Atta's name. She advised the jump seat forms are only kept for 90 days. Interesting. It's just put it digitally. Why are you deleting? She became more concerned about this, and when she heard on the news that some American Airlines uniforms were stolen in Italy. What? Granny was then requested to review a photograph array containing 12 pictures of 12 of the alleged hijackers. Granny identified the picture of Mohammed Atta as the person she remembered seeing prior to September 11, 2001, attempting to jump seat a U.S. Air flight. She also identified the picture of Warman Al-Shishi as someone she had seen sometime at the airport ticket counter. So again, this is all employees. She identified the picture of Walid Al-Siri as someone who looks familiar. Both Granny and the interviewing agent dated and initialized the picture she identified. And initialed. Okay, interesting. Okay, Christopher John, thank you for the MES for the blockchain playlist. We'll watch it and today's stream later. Epic stuff. Yeah, the big picture ones, the ones that I actually finally grasped my head around it all. It helps to understand how basically economic systems are and so on. So that's Mohammed Atta. He's an American Airlines employee, and this is again from Mark Collins' research. Mohammed Atta is legitimate question: was Mohammed Atta being employed by American Airlines? But I think he was probably moonlighting as one by CIA. There's more Mohammed Atta stuff right here. So the alleged 9/11 hijacker and ringleader Mohammed Atta was age 33 and oldest of the 19 hijackers, or alleged hijackers, was born on September 1. So again, there's a 9/1, there's 1968, just 26 days after the WTC construction began. He was allegedly on Flight 11 as it allegedly crashed into WTC-1 in Manhattan. There's the ATTA, aka Manhattan. All right. And so if you go back here, so it's age 33, oldest of the 19 hijackers. You can't make this stuff up. And there's the 1968 right here, a lot of the 1968 stuff. So August 6th, 1968, World Trade Center began. Also August 6th, I think that was the first Hiroshima-Nagasaki bombing. So again, dealing with advanced weapon tech. And right here, November 16, 1968, Carnivores first shown in print was also 1968. Stanley Kubrick's and Arthur C. Clarke's movie 2001 A Space Odyssey is released 1968. And the first 9/11 emergency call made by Alabama Telephone Company is 911 on 1968. Federal Communications Commission, FCC, and AT&T agreed upon 9/11 for national emergency calls. All right, so we got some epic stuff here. E-Rich says, wasn't there footage of Mohammed Atta at an airport and no footage of him getting on a flight? My possible source of this was loose change. Well, if you can send that, because loose change is a bit loose. Well, at least loose with the plain facts. They try to push CGI, which is disinfo. Okay, and no report. Well, I'm not sure. All I know is this. So if you can find that info on it. But this guy's supposed to be Mohammed Atta. I just did not think that's Mohammed Atta. Yeah, this guy's supposed to be Mohammed Atta. This guy looks a bit younger, I think. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Mohammed Atta, and this guy right here. This guy's Mohammed Atta. I don't know. I don't know. And okay. This person on CCTV does not look like Mohammed Atta, and the pilot witness Lynn Howland says she saw Mohammed Atta at Portland Logan Airport at the same time. The official narrative says he was at Portland Maine Airport. So something's really, really off. It wasn't. This is what we have of him there, and also there's 9 alleged 19 hijackers. I would assume probably all of them were reported as still being alive. I'll just have to double check each one. So eventually, if I can get through every single one, so you can go right here and you can go and only look at the hijackers. So you go hijackers. You can also see right here, Naufov, his license was recovered in the north parking lot in the rubble pile. Impact was in the southeast side, and he was reported as still alive. And the FBI knew he was Al-Qaeda. It was an Al-Qaeda operative. So I'll go hijacker. So you can also go to my Telegram and search hijacker right here. Okay, this was this one there, hijacker. I don't know why it's like that. Hijackers, like this. Okay, I think this one right here. Where was I think CIA or FBI. Okay, the CIA. Okay, what am I going at? I don't know. It's not. Sometimes it doesn't do this. FBI. How does it not find FBI? I have a million on this. Okay, this is an issue I have with Telegram now. I don't know what's going on. The web Telegram does not find anything anymore. So I go to FBI. So if I go in my desktop, if I go desktop FBI, it searches everything. If I go right here, I'm searching FBI, nothing's showing up. What is that? What in the world's going on here? Logan Airport is in Boston. Okay, so did I get that mixed up? Anyways, I have to see what that was. Let's see. I just want to go back here. FBI. Okay, there it is. Everything's showing up now. Okay, there it is. Finally, I have to like refresh, hard refresh. Okay, so I'll go back to the Logan one right here. What odds about this is why give Saudis credit if going after Iraq? Well, yeah, the whole Saudi stuff is just like it's just complete nonsense. Okay, Logan. I think this was Logan. Let's see what it was I wrote here. Okay, I don't understand. Why doesn't it just find stuff? Oh, I think I know what it is. I have to exit the search. Okay, go all the way back and then search Logan. Okay, yeah, so I have to do that every time. Portland Logan Airport. Let's see what he wrote right here. Oh, Boston Logan. Okay, I got this mixed up. Okay, so I read this wrong. Okay, so that's Boston Logan. Said she saw Muhammad Atta at Portland, Boston Logan. At the same time, he says, official narrative says he was at Portland, Maine. So let's see what he said right here. Boston Logan. Okay, so we got to update that real time. Thanks for the correction. Again, doing all this is not easy. So Boston Logan. When official source says he was in Portland, Maine. Okay, interesting. Can't blame anyone. Blame Saudis. The folk they used back our petrodollar. Well, again, Saudi, U.S., Israel, the whole world, all the same thing. And it is all tied to petrodollar as well. Because again, free energy exists, so petrodollar is also a PSYOP in itself. It supposedly went to Portland, Maine. Yeah, so that's right. Okay, so thanks for the correction. Okay, so the next one is I want to go to the FBI one right here. So this right here is very interesting. There's actually another one. It's FBI. That's another one right here. I'll go back to another one. Okay, there's a lot of people saying that cell phone call is impossible and so on. I think right here. Okay, so this is the FBI said that two of the 19 quote hijackers, Khalid al-Mihndar and Nafez al-Hazminian, they had him on a watch list and knew they were quote Al-Qaeda operatives by August 2001. Yet did not locate them before 9/11. Both of these hijackers were reported as being alive after 9/11. And Hazmi's, okay, I got the wrong Hazmi's driver license. Why do I have these mixed up? Okay, I put the name Nafez driver's license. Okay, I think I put the wrong name. This is has. Okay, this is where we're live correcting right here. So we're live updating everything. Okay, Hazmi. Yes, it's Hazmi. It's not the other one. I got the name wrong right here. Hazmion, not Hazmion. Hazmi. Okay, let's save that one. So. Hazmi's driver's license was apparently found in the north parking lot of the Pentagon in the rubble pile after cleanup. So you could see right here is this was a FBI report. Right here, the FBI has asserted that it learned in late August 2001 that Mahinder and Hazmi were Al-Qaeda operatives and that they had traveled to the United States in January 2000. So they're already there. In August 2001, the FBI also discovered that Mahinder had entered the United States on July 4th, purportedly for a month-long stay. In late August, FBI initiated an investigation to determine whether Mahinder was still in the country and to find him. FBI was still searching for him at the time of the September 11 attacks. All right. Going further, right here. In August 2001, the FBI learned that Mahinder had entered the United States on July 4th and began searching for him in early September. Yeah, information redacted. FBI did not locate him before the September 11 attacks. Okay, and this is the Hazmi's driver's license in the rubble after cleanup of the Pentagon. These are some indestructible paper and everything. All right, so this is some fascinating stuff here, and also Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda, this is an interesting story. This is Robin Cook. On July 8th, 2005, MSM journalist Robin Cook reported that Al-Qaeda, or Al-Qaeda, however you want to pronounce it, was literally a database comprising of CIA-trained and funded terrorists. Literally a few weeks later, Cook dies from a, quote, heart attack while hiking on vacation. And note that Al-Qaeda means the base and not the database, but close enough, as he wrote right here. So right here. So the struggle against terrorism cannot be won by military means. The G8 must seize the opportunity to address the wider issues at the root of such atrocities. This is Robin Cook, July 8th, 2005, okay? And in the article it says, Bin Laden was, though, a product of a monumental miscalculation by Western security agencies. It's not a miscalculation, it's literally a calculation. Throughout the 80s, he was armed by the CIA and funded by the Saudis to wage jihad against the Russian occupation of Afghanistan. Al-Qaeda, literally the database, it's actually the base. Actually, ask my dad, he knows Arabic as well. Was originally the computer file of the thousands of mujahideen, or just CIA-trained terrorists, who were recruited and trained with help from the CIA. It's basically, they're basically some trained soldiers, some mercenaries. So trained by the CIA to defeat the Russians inexplicably and with disastrous consequences. It never appears to have occurred to Washington that once Russia was out of the way, Bin Laden's organization would turn its attention to the West. All right, and then 2 weeks later or something, also the base, if you put Al-Qaeda, so there's Al-Qaeda right here, the base. The commercial planes were disappeared. Anyways, so his death, so remember, July 2005, and then we got August 2005, Cook and his wife, Gaynor, took a 2-week holiday in the Highlands of Scotland at around 2:20 p.m. on 6 August 2005. Yeah, so literally, 1 month exactly. So it's July 8th, and then this is August 6th. So basically, like 3.5 weeks. While he walked down Ben Stack in Sutherland, Cook suddenly suffered a severe heart attack and collapsed. This was a hiking they're doing, hiking some mountain or trail, and lost consciousness and fell about 8 feet down a ridge. He was assisted after his fall by another hill walker who refused all publicity and was granted anonymity. A helicopter containing paramedics arrived 30 minutes after a 999 call. Interesting, 999, upside down 666 was made. Cook was then flown to the hospital, and Gaynor did not get in the helicopter and walk down the mountain. And despite efforts by the medical team to revive Cook in the helicopter, he's already beyond recovery, and at 4:05 minutes after arrival was pronounced dead. 2 days later, post-mortem examination, died of a hypertensive heart disease. All right. Okay, the commercial planes were disappeared. Towers were pre-rigged. Again, this is due. Okay, in this house, we don't talk about explosives. They're not pre-rigged. They're directed energy weapons. This isn't a... Bolin is disinfo agent. Bolin is disinfo. No promoting him. Any more promoting of Bolin, you get deleted. Bolin is just a psyop extraordinaire. Alright, guys. W27 is human magic. Yeah, all of it is pretty much magic. Okay, guys. This is the hijacker. See what else we have in the hijackers. We can sort them all out. And I put a list of all these. I put a list of all which ones were reported as alive. And lost his passport while studying in Denver. Interesting. Saudi government says he's still alive and was not in the U.S. on 9/11. Interesting. This is This is another WTC2 hijacker. And this is the funniest one, actually. This is the most ridiculous one. So, Satem al-Sakimi, his passport, quote, recovered before the South Tower fell and was soaked in jet fuel. You cannot make this stuff up. But the aluminum thermite, I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, don't put aluminum nonsense. Just put user timeout 5 minutes. I told you, don't promote any nonsense. This isn't a place for thermite, Christopher Bolin nonsense. I mean, this isn't a thermite. We're a do channel. Okay, we're not a explosives or thermite. We're a that nonsense. We're a do directed energy weapons Judy Wood channel. If you don't like that, just get away from here. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and now we have another thing I want to show first. Is right here, 9/11 witnesses PDF. So if you go right here, I have a ginormous PDF on. So just like I have a giant Excel file of the passengers, and I also have a giant of the witness testimonies that I obtained from the New York Times one. So sifting through, this was right here. You can go actually right here. Where's the original? If you just go right here, 499. So if you go 499 right here, actually, where's the witnesses, sifting through the witnesses' testimony? Yeah, this right here. So I have, if you can download the PDF. So I put 500 PDFs of 9/11 firefighters, and there's a duplicate one. That's why it's 499. And I made a 7,000-page PDF. You can go and view it. You can go download it. And, okay, open link, the whole link there. And let's see, right here, 499. But yes, they did mount and do it. So anyone mentioning explosive thermite or Christopher Bolin, just please don't. I don't have the patience for that nonsense. All right. Okay. So this is a giant document. So going back here, this is 499. Look at the page. 7,058, and you can go search some interesting stuff here. You go search. Let's see what hologram show up. No, hologram wouldn't show up. The missile shows up. So a lot of people thought. Some people thought it was a missile. Some people thought it was actually a small plane shooting a missile. That was interesting. And also a Cessna. Searched that as well. Some people thought they heard it was a Cessna. So Cessna. So my first thought was somebody flew a small Cessna or small plane, flew it in the tower, etc. Some people thought it was didn't look like that big, and so on. And you can go right here. Cessna. Okay, again, you gotta sifting through. Okay, so sifting through the 499 witness testimony PDF, it becomes clear that many witnesses thought the WTC quote planes were relatively small, comparable to a Cessna plane, Learjet, or a private plane right here. So right here, there were discrepancies as to the type of plane. Again, go page 266 of the witness document. Eric Red says, I personally believe that angels and demons, Tower of Babel fell in the same way. Interesting. All right. Well, yeah. It's again, that's more believable than thermite or explosives. So that's the so we can't disprove that. So we'll keep that there. Mountain Dew is the most toxic popular drink in the market. Interesting. All right, guys. So we could see here there were discrepancies as to the type of plane. Some were saying it was a Cessna or a Learjet, a small jet plane, and some said it was a large passenger plane. One person actually said it was like a military-style plane that actually shot missiles. All right, this guy's got a down pat. Nobody had a clue it was a commercial plane. Go page 1,681. This one here, they had mentioned that a Cessna might have hit the World Trade Center on the radio. They said that. And I thought it was an accident with a small Cessna or something. I did not know it was a jetliner, nor did I think any members of my crew, I believe it was a firefighter, and so on. And it was bigger than a Cessna, a private plane, but I didn't think it was that big. And this is that stuff. And there's another one. If you go more here, if you search jet, missile, rocket, and so on, you got some interesting stuff here. Yeah, this guy saying we saw jets overhead, commercial airplanes, military jets, Air Force jets. Okay, these were also flying overhead afterwards. Or after or during, that'd be interesting to find out. And we didn't know it was an airliner, but I didn't think it was that big. He thought that the second one was a missile. He said it looked like a rocket from there, but he feared, and so on. Just, I'm getting out of here. I just saw a rocket. He said he saw it coming off the Woolworth building and hit the tower. Interesting. They're shooting rockets. He swore he saw a rocket. We thought it was a rocket. I thought somebody launched a missile from out there to launch another missile. Okay, that's interesting. Now, if you go to rocket, so this is the Les Sweeney. Okay, this one here, this was rocket. I'll go to this one right here. So I have two edits. This was witness Les Sweeney. Les Sweeting. Witness testimony of seeing a rocket enter the South Tower, and I synced it with the Luke Kershan footage, showing the left wing and much of the right wing and parts of the fin and the second quote plane disappear, and they literally look like a rocket, That's maybe the angle at which Les Sweeting actually saw the rocket. So if you play this video, let's play this guy. Telegram won't try opening in desktop. Okay, I'll try refreshing. Like, what's going on with Telegram? Ever since they got their CEO arrested. All right, ever since they got the CEO arrested, they lost track. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, Les Sweeting. Let's play this right here again. Okay, it's still not playing there, so I'll have to go on this right here. So I don't know what's going on with Telegram. This is why we gotta get decentralized setup where everything's a skin as opposed to an actual where everything getting stored. So imagine Telegram was on the blockchain and it was all skin, and then if it doesn't work, just use another one. So sync this one here and play this one.
Well, let me down here. I'll say a rocket. Go into this one.
I have it 2.5x speed. I'll slow this down. How do I?
Well, when we came down.
How do I just make it normal size? My goodness. Okay, I'll make it like this. So I have this Luke Kershan footage. This is Les Sweeting said he saw a rocket. Let's listen to him and continue.
Well, when we came down here, I see a rocket go into this one. Just watch the rocket drive straight into the center.
All right, so you just saw it straight to the center, and look how it looks like right here.
When we came down here, I see a rocket go into this one. Just watch the rocket drive straight into the center.
And then now here's the other one synced with the, this is the knotted footage of the wing disappearing, reappearing, so it kind of looks like a rocket.
Well, when we came down here, I see a rocket go into this one.
Why is it opening up here? Just like open up normally. Like everything's got this. Okay, let's play this.
Watch the rocket drive. Well, when we came down here, I see a rocket go into this one. Just watch the rocket drive straight into the centre.
All right, yeah. So that's epic stuff there. Yeah. So and you can see the
I see a rocket
right here
go into
going
this
in and
one.
out.
Just watch the rocket drive straight into the centre.
And also speaking with the Luke Corshen video, this one me and Mark Collin actually discovered this at the same time, like literally on Sunday. Let's go, Luke. Look right here. So looking closely, this is first I synced all the years. So if you've seen my earlier videos where I synced all of the footage right here, where I synced. So if you've seen these ones here where I synced a lot of the footage and the wing disappears at the exact same time and place, it's not the same. Like it's not the case for every single footage. That makes another thing why it's not just some sort of artifact where you can pinpoint it. So this one right here, you can see the wing disappeared at the exact same time and place, and all the footage. Okay, and then if you go next one right here, this is 9 pieces of videos, all synced same time. All right, and now you can see it slowly like that. You're gonna go, look at every single wing. It's got this one's already missing there. This one's gonna miss right as it goes in. Something's happening, I think, with the interference with the WTC or something. And there's it glitching out. And also some strobing effect where the projection is syncing with the camera. So and it does all disappearing. But this isn't the case though for every single one. So again, further drives home the point that this is not CGI video artifacts or just some sort of camera mirror reflection effect. So this one is the Lopez footage, the Naudit, and the Luke Corshen. They all disappear at different times. So this one here, I did some next level editing actually. And let's go. So now slow motion, and now we got it slowly here. You got this one. I hate when I hover over it. It shows that. But anyways, this one it glitches out after. This one is already the left wing disappearing. This one is then I'm gonna go backwards and forward. So notice backwards. Yeah, and notice how it's yeah. You got the bottom left one reappearing, and now it's disappearing there. So it disappeared, and then the other one has a left wing. So look at the bottom left. That one it's reappearing at the same time. The other one's disappearing. And then on the left is disappearing wing, left wing disappearing, not the right. But also the right. A lot of the right is as well. You can see a lot of the right is. This one is sinking out. Yeah, this is disappearing out, while this one is already showing there. So it's got again a lot of next level stuff. And is going back in. And goes back in. And yeah, it's epic stuff. And also, when I uploaded this and I looked at Mark Collin's comment, and then we actually discovered at the same time, if you look closely at the Luke Corshen footage, you can see the reflection or shadow or whatever you think this is, of this image right here, of this quote plane. Whoops. Wait, now if I go back and forward. Okay, now it's going to go slowly again. Okay, so if you go right here, you can see it starts darkening. Yeah, so you saw it get slightly darker. There it is, slightly darker before it hits. So it's some sort of shadow or reflection. The first time I saw that Corshen, interesting. Yeah, so you can see, and it goes in and out, and I notice it again glides in. So this is the next level stuff. I've zoomed in and out a million times here just to drive home the point that there's a reflection off that building or something. Yeah, so that's epic. Yeah, these planes are way up. They're making cloud trails. All right, so that's that. Okay, and yeah, so I don't know why Web Telegram doesn't do much anymore. All right, and yeah, again, play around with this one right here. If you find anything inside here, let me know, and I'll share this, and so on. This is in the witnesses, and so on. You go Rocket, Cessna, and you can go. If you press Control F, you can sift through everything. So if you press Control F, you can go Cessna right here and see what all the stuff that shows up Cessna. And this guy thought it was a Cessna packed with TNT. So I thought to myself, possibly it was an accident with a small Cessna or something, or possibly with a terrorist attack, they had a Cessna packed with TNT. I did not know it was a jetliner, nor did I think any members of the crew. Like, all right, so that's quite a remarkable statement there. All right, so we got that. We got the blockchain series right there, and let's see what the next setup is. And now, yeah, this is the one I'm actually going to go over it, but I'm going to drink some water first. All right. So I'll play some of this while I just eat an apple and drink some water. So working on an epic 911 EMF interference, actually video, not live stream. The one I'm doing right now is a live stream. Live stream EMF. Where is that? There it is. Video. So I was supposed to upload it like way back, but it just kept going on and on. I just kept finding more and more interference. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna be epic. Okay, so if you guys saw this footage right here, you might be thinking, okay, maybe there's a 1 or 2 glitches or something happening, but no, it's actually almost an hour of this. Okay, so I'm gonna have links to every single video I sourced and so on. Okay. Is it possible, given the high speed speed the planes were traveling, versus cameras filming that weren't fast enough to hence the spring wings? Yeah, but the thing is, you have different cameras, different locations, all showing the exact same thing. So the thing is, you see the wing at the same you see the wing in almost every footage. And then it disappears at a specific time and place. So you can rule out any sort of just artifact where it's just it's too fast or whatnot. I'm like, it was already all the videos were seeing it until it disappeared. So what I mean by that is this right here is just synced. Some vids is just an orb making the trails. No, I don't know if the orb making trail. I don't know which trails are we talking about. It might be disinfo. Because there's a lot of videos that are just like edited and so on. So we go right here, compilation. I'm just gonna go or synced. Let's go synced. Okay, I don't know. Understand what's happening with this thing. Just exit here, exit. Okay, I gotta go all the way bottom here, and I go to Luke again. Looking closely at this and. Yeah, so this one right here. This right here, again, rule out any sort of mumbo jumbos. Okay, I can't play this. This is absolutely brutal. Oh, actually, I can play the video on YouTube. So again, drive home the point, okay? Like you're saying, if it's going too fast, but the thing is, these are all already being tracked. Okay, so it's going fast, but you can see the wings everywhere, and then disappears right at the same exact time. So something's occurring. So right now, you can however fast it's going, the camera's picking up the wing, and then it doesn't at the exact same time. So there it is. It's picking it up, and then all of a sudden it doesn't. Okay, so these are all 3 videos, 3 different angles at the exact same time and place. So something's happening that is. So in other words, the thing that's happening is literally being it's something physical in the air, not as some sort of artifact with speed, travel, and whatnot. And max velocity of a 737 at 1,000 is 398 miles an hour. Yeah, that's the max like operating or speed, etc. So they never go anywhere near because they know it's too dangerous. All right. 9/11 commission said it was 5 before. Yeah, no, but if you calculate it out, that's what it actually was. If you just measure it. But yeah, it's obviously impossible for a Boeing. Okay, so we'll see what else is going on. Okay, this is great. LMFAO, this is great. Okay, Kane is in there. Is the only one commenting right now, and also Marcus Areolas. All right, anyways, comment more stuff, guys. We have 15 people in the Rumble, and we have 51 people in the YouTube. Interesting. All right, so then we got this stuff. Let's see what I'm getting a comment. All right, so next setup is okay. So I have it all opened right here. So I wasn't joking again, guys. I was not joking when I'm telling you I have this is so far an hour long, but some of them are just empty space. I gotta edit and fix up. So we're gonna see some electromagnetic interference finally getting on the topic, and let's play this. So this is the first impact. Notice what happens right when the quote plane flies overhead. Okay, so it glitches out right when it flies over. The camera glitches. Let's play this again. Okay, this one here glitches out. So you can see right when it's over, you can hear it and it glitches out. And again, the sound is more of a missile sound. It's not as loud as a giant Boeing. And everybody says, most people says, what is that when they're just heard it.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, so what was that?
It sounded like a plane crash.
Okay, and now look at this one right here. I think I use this for the thumbnail. It's pretty cool because it has the timestamp, the ABC, it says World Trade Center.
Report said, and we can't confirm any of this, that a plane may have hit one of the two towers of the World Trade Center. But again, you're seeing the live pictures here. We have no further details than that. We don't know anything about what they have concluded happened there this morning. But we're going to find out and, of course, make sure that everybody knows on the air.
Yeah, so you saw that right here. So it just glitches out. Let's go back right here. The whole thing, this is the one I use as a thumbnail, is 8:51. This is right after the impact. 8:46 is the impact. And then 8:51, literally seconds.
Yeah.
I should go back where it's glitching out right here. I should go press back like this. Okay, back frame by frame. Going back, yeah, so you can see the glitching out. Yeah, so it's glitching out literally 5 minutes after. That's captured on it. And it's glitching out, and they muted the audio there, otherwise it will have a huge sound there.
They have concluded happened there this morning, but we're going to find out and, of course, make sure that everybody knows on the air.
Okay, radiation can do that to footage. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, is there's some sort of electromagnetic interference going on here. Let's play it right here. This is, and I tried to make it all in order. Yeah, so you can hear the audio on this, the static on this one. Let's keep going. Okay, Eric Red stated earlier, my Nokia brick, walkie-talkie, and phone was jammed most of the day. Interesting. Yeah, so you were actually witness, you said. So you're actually on there. On at 9/11. That's amazing stuff. If you can write me an email or something where I could share that, at least the email, and possibly include it in this as well. I included some reports or a voice message or a video saying that my phone just wasn't working. That would be epic for the. I'll include it in here as well if you can send it. So Eric, if you could send me your testimony about what happened to your phone or your walkie-talkie, I'll include that in this as well. Okay, American Father's in the house. Let's go. It shows up right when we actually talk about interference. So much interference that day around that time, like with the power flashes. Yeah, there were power going on and off. Let's play it. Keep going. Alright, so this does not happen with thermite, guys. So whoever that other guy had to kick out, it's like this doesn't happen with thermite. Okay, Eric Red, epic stuff. Yeah, thanks. If you can get me, possibly if you get a video of yourself talking as well, with your, that'll be epic. So I could just so it's more persuadable for people to realize, okay, there's another witness. Because at the end of this, I have some witnesses saying that their power went off at the Shanksville one. So someone actually said she was levitated off the bed. That was interesting. Like she was on the bed, and then after the impact, she just got thrown off on the ground. But yeah, so the power was going out and so on, and phones were going off. It's picking it up. Whoa, yeah. So wow, yeah. So right here, and again, these helicopters are like 5 miles away because there was like an order to stay away from it. But again, either around 5 miles or closer, but not too close because they're zoomed in. But again, knows what's happening. Again, it's not thermite. This isn't. You're not going to get this from Richard Gage or AE Now on the Truth or anybody here. This is electromagnetic interference right here. Even the nukes guys aren't going to mention this because well, they're going to say radiation or whatever. Well, I'm saying everything. Radiation is a bit more, I think, more deadly, and there's just some static interference. Okay, here's another one. Okay, this is another one. This is a short one. I just included this one. Just the camera kind of goes up and down a tiny bit. Okay, and then I have some gap right here just because I gotta fit in all the order. So that was I included that first one. Now we have the second impact. This is the second. Yeah, this one's the order here because the one in the back hasn't been hit yet. So the south tower hasn't been hit. So I tried to make it all in order, and I'll make it all nice and so on. So that's static. So again, notice there's interference at all times. There's right here at the impact. You got it right after in the whole the whole made, and then there's the static interference. There's the static interference here, and so on right here. And now we're gonna have the impact. This is just before the second hit, and then look at all the static right here as it's hitting.
Helicopter, a passenger plane just crashed into.
And look how far away this person is. This is so far away, and the whole phone, I mean, the whole camera's like going, just glitching out. Okay.
This is live footage right here.
And also here, you can see the mystery flashes. If you haven't seen my earlier video on mystery flashes, there's a mystery flash. I think this one here starts flashing. Yeah, this one right here. There's a thing. You gotta see two things at once. There's the thing flashing, and there's the thing right wing disappeared, and there's the object goes in. And there's mystery flashes.
Oh! Yo, it's blowing up!
But the mystery flash is a bit hard to see. You gotta slow motion, but I don't know if I'll slow motion. I'll just keep it like that. Okay, so now this is the Kevin or Evan Fairbanks footage. And look at the camera just glitching out. So you got the camera glitching out, and for some reason it's muted. I think he said he muted it before he filmed for some reason. And also some people were saying that this was an impossible angle, where the reflection is on the windshield. And also there's other, but again, it's not an impossible angle. It's just I think just basic optics. I actually made an Excel sheet for this. Okay, so you can see some other little noises right here. So right here, one here, and here. I don't know why did it go back like that. Okay, if I press space, it goes back for some reason. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Kane1331 says Earth thermite doesn't make the Earth's magnetic field drop, and neither do planes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna get to that too. This one, I'll include the magnetometer data as well. I think in this video as well. Okay, so there's the mystery plane there. And there's also a mystery plane flying parallel to it. Like there's 3 flying parallel to it that have been spotted. All right, and now I zoomed out just so you can see Burger King and Tamara Sushi lights flicker off then on, and also the reflection of quote plane on windshield. It's perfectly in sync, and the angle is it is a correct angle. Like okay, so look at it glitching out, and as it teleports in, and the guy that even filmed this thought it was like a bad special effect. He's like he could not fathom how it just went through as if it's nothing there. He said it went through like it was a like a hangar. Like when a plane goes into its hangar, like the garage, whatever. Okay, okay, and then that's how it looked like. There was no resistance. Okay, and then what happens is more glitching out, and then the camera goes off, flicks on and off, and he runs away, and it's still glitching out. You can still see it glitching. He's underneath here. You can see some debris or whatnot falling. Alright, and then I think the camera glitches out again soon. So I included this, and also the coloring of this is a bit off too. You can see the coloring is also some weird coloring happening on this windows right here as well. And then just it flashes off. So this is some interference. And again, it's an hour long. We only got 4 minutes in. We still got hours of static. We'll see how much we'll get through. Okay, now this one here is an interesting one. I made this one in my compilation of the disappearing wing. And look, the wing is gone. Notice notice what happens. Okay, there it is. This one, and also there's also a second mystery plane. This one is different than the other one, was parallel right to it. This one's behind it. That's a mystery plane. Hey, Jackson and Rip Holmes, let's go. All right, and this one here, if you go back, there's a weird glitch and sound, and the little flicker. There's a flick right here. I'll go slowly here. There's a flick right here. There's a second mystery plane. There's a flick here and here, and audio. Let's play this again. And you can see also there's a mystery plane flying around there. So exactly on impact, and you can see the spike in the audio recording as well there at the bottom. And then there's a delayed explosion just from the speed of sound distance. Amazingly, the building where Burger King was still stands. Yeah, that's wild.
Understandably so.
Okay, now there is. I put a reflection here because some disinfo agents they remove this object there, and they say, "Hey, look, where's the cool plane? It's right there, or whatever this object. It's right there." Anyways, I watch it. Let's go back here.
Understandably so, but of course the major concern is human loss. I mean, do you know if there are many people in the...
Okay, this one here is Mark Collin brought this to my attention. So right as impact, there's this is impact on the south tower, and then the north tower has a weird dust or smoke or whatever coming out.
Understandably so, but of course the major concern is human loss. I mean, do you know if there were many people in the building?
Oh, another one just hit.
So notice that right when she says another one just hits, the north tower has a weird like ejections coming out. At all these arrows I put in, every single arrow, something pops out. Right when she says, "Oh, another one just hit." Just going back here.
If there were many people in the building.
Oh, another one just hit. Something else just hit.
So the second one has even affects this object as well. I mean this tower.
Just flew directly over my building, and there's been another collision. Can you see it? I can see it on this shot.
Oh my.
Something else has
You know
just.
what?
And
We
that
just
looks more
saw
like
a plane circling the
747.
building.
It is in the other building.
We just saw a plane circling the building a second ago on the shot right before
I
that.
think there may have been another impact. Can you tell? I just heard another very loud bang and a very large plane that might have been
Okay, she says very large, but notice what the other guy says.
DC-9 or 747 just flew past my window, and I think it may have hit the Trade Center again.
To be honest, Elliot, I didn't get the impression that it was that big a plane.
It looks big from here.
I did see a plane.
She says she saw it from her window. This guy says it wasn't that big, so maybe from the window it looked bigger.
Second.
Here, brother Mark, 1992. I was 9 years old in the 4th grade in Jersey City when 9/11 unfolded. This is some deep shite. Yeah, this is pretty deep. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, so mine. I was 9 years old in 4th grade. I forgot how old I was, but a similar age, maybe 12 or something, or actually, yeah, or around that age. It's like Farrell held his breath for a second. Yeah.
Though, and it has now impacted the building. I'm trying to see if it's the different tower.
Plane, according to that.
Okay, now this one is the one where disinfo agent Ace Baker and them they use the nose out. They make a claim like it's a nose out whatever, and that they went to fade to black like some sort of CGI mumbo jumbo, but it's all fake. This is literally another, and they were covering up electromagnetic interference.
Plane, according to that.
And also there's another one in the footage that I obtained or from the thing. I think this is a glitch as well. I don't know if I just don't know why it cuts out. So notice how he talks and it's a cutout and then it's a glitch and it comes back. I don't know if it's just some sort of artifact with the camera or whatever or the video compression, but I include it anyways. But listen to this.
Plane, according to that vantage point.
So it froze and then it went back in again. So it could be just an artifact or someone pausing out. But anyways, yeah, I find it weird. But notice that the whole thing kind of glitches out as well.
Plane, according to that vantage point from Hoboken. That as you look at the picture from our chopper now arriving at the scene, Jim Friedel in Hoboken said it appeared to bank sharply and smash directly, perhaps purposefully.
And notice that, yeah, there's the glitch. This is the quote nose out one, but it's not a nose, it's just a dust ejection at the exact same time, which I think is possibly because they had some sort of, whatever the object was exploding was inside. Yeah, so it's exploding at the thing inside, and I think that's why it's ejecting this pretty much at the same speed. Yeah, Goopy Cantaloupe, what did I miss? Well, not much. We're on Rumble as well. So, guys, we're on Rumble as well, and we have how many people on Rumble? I want to see if there's a way to find out how many people on Rumble. Well, that's cool, actually. I'm gonna test out some stuff right now. I'm gonna go right here. This is my Camtasia. Oh, it's like an infinite loop. Let's go audio viewer count. If I can copy this, I'm gonna paste it, and let's see if I can move this over. I'll move this over to the bottom. I'll move it to here. We're doing some live stuff right here. So the one on. So this one here, or the one on the right, which one is which? Wait, I think this one here, I'm going to call, okay, you can see there's two things now. I want to see if I can make it for the Rumble one. Configure, no, not the webcam. We're doing configure viewer count. This is detailed, how do I change the other one? Detailed settings. Select template. Custom channel does not. Oh, custom channel does not support viewer count. Come on. Okay, so we can't do that. Discard. Never mind. So we I can't show the viewer count for the Rumble. So we only have the viewer count for YouTube. So 51 people on YouTube. We're doing some live editing. Move it over like that and then share it. All right, so that's looks like that. All right, so we're back in here. So again, this is a nose out disinfo that he's pushing, but it's actually just a camera glitch. No, not a camera glitch. I mean, it's an actually a electromagnetic interference right at impact.
Purposefully,
right at impact. That's remarkable. Okay, Scott NYC says I was an apprentice electrician working on the AOL building on 57th Street, Columbus Circle that day. Ended walking downtown through Aftermath to catch a ferry. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is some, if you include that as well in your testimony, that'd be wild. Ogford says, I was a teacher, 28 years old, didn't have cable TV and never watched TV. I was living in California, so I had to work at 7:45 Pacific, which was 10:45 Eastern. I had no idea until I got to work. Interesting. Yeah, so when I was in school, I think elementary school or whatnot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
As part of your research, do you look into other instances or possible instances of N-mode? What's N-mode? Can you... I don't know what that N-mode is. Okay, so this is a camera glitch. Let's go back again, and then we'll go continue further.
Purposefully into... Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
There's another one.
Okay, so that's another one. That's epic. Okay, so now this one is... I haven't edited this one yet, but this was the Luc Corchan one. But if you see, there's on the side, there's weird coloring on the yeah. So you can see the weird coloring throughout, before and after, and on impact. Like weird magnetic, it's weird rainbow coloring on the background sky. I don't know what's causing this. And it does this throughout. There's weird coloring the entire time. So let's go back another one. I think I'll try to get every instance and I'll try to speed up. There's another weird coloring. Let's go weird coloring like here. Yes, there's a weird coloring. So weird coloring right here. And it keeps going on, and then even at impact, weird coloring on impact. There's some zooming in action. And where is it? There it is. There's the object. Okay, let's go back. Now go frame by frame, and you can go, and yeah, you can see right as it goes in, right as it approaches, you have massive coloration going on. Yeah, so I think the intensity is much different. I think it's more intense than before. Yeah, so now there's giant glitching. So look at these giant rainbows in the background, and it goes in, and I think it occurs. Yeah, then as it goes in as well, there's the coloration. So even in Luc Corchan, we got some magic stuff going on. Hoboken. That ferry's going on everywhere. That is true. They do have ferries. Alright, so that's this, and that's what else did he have? Did he have more camera glitching? Okay, and I just kept all this. This one I haven't sifted through. Power through it. Okay, and this was... Yeah, then I stopped right here. Okay, the next one. Now this one is never before observed. This I'm going to make this bigger. Actually, okay, so what I will do is, I'm going to have to make my... I'm going to just make my table bigger and drink some water. Alright, let's see some comments here. Kane133 on Rumble says, turning to ash... Oh, whoops, how do I... yeah, turning to ash, big debris hits, the reporter saw the mystery plane 20 rumble. Interesting. I don't know what I don't know what, can you like summarize that in a few sentences, just in a more coherent manner? I'm gonna increase my... I'm gonna start standing now. Alright, I'm gonna start standing, increase my desk. Because I was standing earlier trying to get the math video made up. That rainbow can be generated when you put a speaker too close to a monitor screen. Interesting. A speaker. Really? A speaker would do that? I know a magnet would do that. If you put a magnet next to it. If you put one of those old screens. I think we'll do an example actually. Magnet next to computer screen. Timmy Sullivan, only way back home for me was S1 ferry. Since bridges and tunnels were closed, I wasn't strolling and walking, but with coworker down, we caught 3 o'clock boat. Yeah, I'm gonna go image. If you put a magnet next to a computer, it does this rainbow stuff. So I think we just got it up. We just solved it. I think this was possibly I think this is a Fractal Woman or Ken Wheeler. Let's see which one does this one. Oh, this is another guy. Okay, this is Magnet meets CRTV. So you got Magnet there, and we got the. I think we pretty much solved 9/11. So we got this right here. So you got a magnet interfering with the lights right here. So yeah, so I'll definitely include this one here. So this is as it goes in. Okay, there's as it goes in. Yeah, so as it goes in, there's a glitch like that. So it's rainbow coloring, and there's a big one just before it goes in, right when it's overhead. Right when it's overhead, there's a huge burst like that. Again, it kind of reminds me of this. It has some greenish there, and so on. So we got some analogs like that. Okay, it's epic stuff. Okay, so the next setup here. So we got we've only went through 12 minutes, and I've skipped a whole bunch. Now this one is I just found out about this literally when I was posting the Pentagon stuff, and Mark Cullen knew about this way back, but he didn't. Yeah, he knew a lot about this stuff. So I didn't realize until like literally a week ago. Let's play this right here. This is the Pentagon. This is I think the front camera. So you're gonna see two things. One of them Mark Cullen pointed out to me. Let's see, when does it hit? Okay, I gotta find out when it hits. I haven't finished editing this one. Okay, there it is. There's the hit. Okay, so the Pentagon one is quite remarkable. Okay, so the Pentagon one, like, what in the world? This is one of the most surveilled and like heavily guarded places in the entire world. The Pentagon, literally the U.S. military is like intelligence, everything there. They got cameras everywhere and anywhere. They have like 85 cameras. Okay, okay. So they have like 85 cameras, and then this is all they have of a giant plane hitting a thing. Hitting the building. All right, this is the only footage. This is like actually 2 frames. There's another frame. So what in the world is this? Let's zoom in. Like, okay, this one here. Like if you went and told, like someone, okay, now the planes are high met, and I'll just pop in quickly to show support. I will watch on playback. Keep up the great. Yeah, thanks, epic stuff, and thanks for letting me know about this blooming effect on the Pentagon and the Luke Korshen one. I just went past it. It literally shows this kind of stuff. Put a magnet next to a computer screen or TV screen. That this happens to it. All right, epic stuff. Thanks, Mark. And yeah, so this one here, this is the Pentagon one. So I never knew about the Pentagon when I was before when I was a normie. If someone told me the Pentagon, I'm like, hey, the giant plane went ground level. I'm like, what? Are you nuts? And this is all the footage we have of it. Yeah, so anyways, so if you told someone you saw a UFO or a Bigfoot and you show them a blurry image like this, you would get like literally laughed out aloud. But if you're the government, you can invade Iraq. All right, so this is that. Like, what in the world is this? I can't even take this seriously. Like, this is absurd. All right, so that's that. Okay, watch the impact. And there's gonna be an explosion. There's an explosion. And what's next? And also there's going to be a blooming thingy here. A weird coloring is showing up. Let's see when it shows up. Did I already pass it? Okay, this is the one I want to show. So the camera right here, I included this one because the camera starts brightening out for some reason. Just play this whole thing. So this is literally seconds later, the camera starts glitching out. And not both cameras, just this one here. The other one didn't glitch out like this. Okay, this one, yeah, literally just... a giant flash. So that's a weird giant flash. Okay, hey Mark, hey MES, we need a disinfo check. Okay, what do we need? What are we going? My point is nobody was south of Canal Street. Okay, you didn't see much aftermath. I'm at. No, true. Which one is? My point is nobody was south of Canal Street. How do I know if nobody was there? We need a disinfo check. I'm telling you, I walked down Canal and Cod Ferry. Over a million workers and residents south of Canal Street were evacuated. Police stopped pedestrians from entering Lower Manhattan. Yeah, but when did they stop them? And also Wikipedia says a lot of stuff. Let's go back here. If you got a link. Okay, I gotta check my email maybe. I go right here. Okay, pop out the email. Let's see if anybody emailed. New message, Liberty Street, new Patreon. Okay, we got Kane became a Patreon member. All right, let's go. Okay, Kane, I just saw your email saying you became a Patreon. Okay, 20 on the Rumble. The big, let's see what Kane says here. We gotta make this a bit bigger. Kane's just become a Patreon member. Let's go. Okay, how do I like do stuff here? Just make it bigger. My goodness. There it is. Okay, make it a bit bigger. Or I'll make this a bit smaller. Okay, I'll make it like that, just because it's hard to see all the comments. Okay. Yeah, so 20 on Rumble. The big debris turns to ash before it hits on the bystanders video when the plane hit. The reporter talks about the small plane, saw the mystery plane instead of that one. Interesting. Yeah, that could be what they're seeing. But lots of people navigate in and out. I was evacuated on the ferry. I wasn't strolling anywhere through aftermath. Okay, closing cancellations following this one right here. I'm gonna go right here. Okay. Speaking of press conference at 11:02 a.m. If you are south of Canal Street, get out, walk slowly and carefully. This is at 11:02 a.m. So the question is, when did you get out of there? This is 11:02. Over a million workers, residents south of Canal Street were evacuated and police stopped pedestrians from entering Lower Manhattan. But this is when he said it. So if you're south of it, get out, walk slowly and carefully. So there's obviously going to be some delay. So the question is, were you there around this time or hours after? So this is a fact check. Read this, guys. And anyways, on a tugboat, interesting. We got some 9/11, literally people that were there on the YouTube stream. Okay, and I got an email. So Kane, I'll put it here. Kane, thanks for the Patreon. Okay, you became a $5 member. Let's go, guys. Become like, okay. Let's see. Okay, Jackson Ripon says an email says he saw the first MH370 video exposing Ashton, and yes, agrees that Ashton's a grifter. Epic stuff. And let's see, new subscriber. Okay, Liberty Talks. I think Kimberly said something on here. Let's see. So they used weapon, kind of recall the name that basically deatomized the structures. He also said that due to this weapon being used, they could not be rebuilt on those sites because it was still somewhat active, and that the new buildings would rust, basically erode before they could get ferry. I wonder if it's true, then perhaps that a weapon caused them. Yep, that's right. That is right. Literally told it that's the do, and so on. And anyways, this was a shout out actually to Pink right here. Pink says, too bad it's on YouTube. It's I no longer support them in any fashion. It's on Rumble. And I said, I'll upload Rumble after stream. I'll try to get the streaming on Rumble at the same time. And alright, it's on Rumble at the same time. Alright guys, we've literally done it. Okay, Pink added, this was 5 hours ago. Okay, so we're literally on Rumble. So that's wild. So we're on Rumble, guys. Okay, we are on Rumble. We have how many people on Rumble? 20 people and 57. So we have 861 followers on Rumble. 20 people. Yet on YouTube, I have 52,000 subscribers. Only 57 people. YouTube is absolutely ridiculous. like it's actually ridiculous. Like, and a lot of people just get unsubscribed and don't get actually notified and so on. All right. So that is that. Okay, and insert ad or no ad. Just no ad. All right. So what else do we have here? All right, and okay. So we have this right here. Okay. Yeah. So this right here. So we have there's another one, the blooming one. We gotta go get the blooming. I think it shows up. When does it show up? It shows up soon, I think. I thought I had it right here. Okay, when does it show up blooming? I'll see when it shows up. There's a blooming effect right here, or is it before, or is it just that impact? Oh, there it is. There it is. So on the screen. Yeah, so you can see right here. Okay, so right at the explosion happens. Yeah, right at the explosion happens. Let's play. There's an explosion. And then there's a thing that shows up right here. So there's this thing right here. This weird reddish thing. So play it again. It goes slow, and then it's gonna explode, and there's a reddish thing there. It's a flash. All of a sudden, there's gonna be a red thing there, and then red thing gone. So that's an interesting conundrum there. Okay, so that's an interesting conundrum, and also completing, and then a few seconds later, the whole thing becomes it's like a flash on the camera. 21 plus trillion missing from the Pentagon books. No, I think it was 2 trillion, but again, it wasn't the amount of money, it was the transaction volume. So you have to, a lot of people says there's actually 2 trillion missing. Now there's the 2 trillion transactions were missing. So they didn't know what, for example, if I send you $10 and you send me back $10, that's $20 worth of transactions. Yeah, so there's 2 million missing. So basically 2 million net flow of cash in and out was missing. Like their transaction, they didn't know what this was being used for. So like for example, if I send you 1 trillion, you send me back to a trillion, that's 2 trillion, and so on. All right, so I have another gap right here. Raytheon has due now, their own admission. Yeah, everybody's got due. It's like second. It's like I just noticed like all the military ships, they all are getting pre-equipped with due because that's just the way it works. All right, so the next setup, guys. Now the next one, play this one right here. Okay, so we have more glitching out. So we're at 24 minutes and I skipped a bunch. Yeah, well, some of them are empty gaps just to. I put them in segments. So we had the Pentagon one. I'll include the Shanksville area as well. I think I left room for the Shanksville stuff. 21 trillion to date years ago. Interesting. So something's going on. Well, I don't know about the 21 trillion. I think it's 2 trillion. Because it was 2 trillion. I think it might have been a typo. If you can double check it. Anyways, let's go back here. Okay. I gotta slow down the quote second plane there. And there's an object there, guys. So I'll do a slow one there. I made these too fast. So look, okay. So in this video, I try to make it so that you'll see when it glitches out in line with the actual timing. So this one I had 386 times speed. So you're gonna see I literally compressed 7 hours into under an hour. Okay, and then it's 386 speed, just so you see when the glitches happen. Okay, this one here, I try to include everything. And
hopefully.
And let's see what she says here.
We're going to be able to get out safe. Those
okay, this one just kind of darkens out like that.
wells, of course, are built especially for disasters like this.
Okay, so we'll go faster. So and it will become more and more wild once we get to the building 7. So again, 151 times speed. Just to fast forward. Yeah, this is some weird camera stuff. It could just be the lighting.
Just a sec.
Okay, 50 times speed. Okay, there's more lighting just going off and on. Yeah, it's like it just turns off and on. And notice the wing-shaped hole. Like, what in the world's going on here? Okay, 585 times speed. Again, powering through again. Imagine all that dust being poured through. So, and a lot of people want to say, oh, look, here's a building has a fire, etc. But I'm like, they show like 1 minute or 2 minutes of it. 1 second of this is 585 seconds. 1 second. So if I go 1, that's 585. In other words, it's pouring dust out at an absolutely ridiculous amount. So 585 seconds, that's about, how many minutes is that? That's about like 8 minutes or something. Okay. I'm happy for the camaraderie the BS artists are enjoying. Interesting. Michigan State University scholars find 21 trillion lost in Pentagon spending, 2008. I'll see the 21 trillion. I don't know who... Was it 21 trillion? Your work is amazing. You're so freaking smart. Interesting. 21 trillion often cycle accounting discrepancies. Okay, yeah, okay, it's 21 trillion. This is 2018 now. Okay, so they've increased their stuff. So the 2001, it was 2.83 trillion. This one here, misleading claim, but again, you have to check the mainstream news initially just to see if they make sense. They usually cover some of this. MSU scholars find 21 trillion in unauthorized government spending. Defense Department to conduct first ever audit This MSU.edu, interesting. They're not specifically what led to the audit, but the announcement came out while we... Okay. A refer report which indicated Army had 6.5 trillion unsupported adjustments or spending, and given Army's 122 billion budget, that meant unsupported adjustments were 54 times bigger. So something is up. Maybe she meant... I had made a mistake. Maybe she meant 6.5 billion and not 6.5. So I found out the report was sure it was 6.5 trillion. Okay, this is interesting setup there. Something's definitely going on. Initiate immediate investigations on unaccounted for. Okay, so this is msu.edu. That's a government or that's a university website. So let's see what New York Times are saying, because let's see their quote fact checkers. Okay, so even AOC says 21 trillion in Pentagon financial transactions cannot be traced, documented, or explained. 21 trillion in Pentagon accounting errors. Medicare for all costs 32 billion, or no, 32 trillion. That means 66% of Medicare for all could have been funded already by the Pentagon, and that's before premiums. How will we pay for it? We'll actually have no idea what we're even paying for. It's misleading. Let's see what they were saying misleading. This is okay. Here's what I'll do. So instead of this, this is a lot of reading. So what what I'll do is ChatGPT summarize this article in bullet point format. I still don't read it. Let's see what ChatGPT says. This is a lot of reading. Okay. AOC says accounting fraud, but it misinterpreted 21 trillion. Pentagon's budget from 1998 to 2015 was 9.2 trillion, far less than the claimed 21 trillion. So the budget itself, yeah, that's another thing. The budget itself was actually less than what they're actually being given. These 21 trillion comes from unsupported journal voucher adjustments, not actual spending. These adjustments correct mismatches in financial records, not unaccounted or misused funds. So that these adjustments occur due to outdated financial statements. At 2 trillion adjustments, but these amounts offset each other. Criticize lack of transparency, questions, evaluations, adjust. Anyways, what is an adjustment? Clarify that 21 involves double or triple counting. Okay, explain adjustments. Explain adjustments. Simplify what you are talking about. Anyways, I'm trying to do this quickly, just to also understand how this works. Buildings on fire always produce nearly dark smoke, not light color. Yes, and also they don't go. They don't have like ginormous amount of smoke pouring out for like hours and hours. Okay, and adjustments are changes made to financial records to correct or update them when things don't match up properly. For example, Army initially guessed the cost per minute, but later actual price they adjust to reflect the correct amount. Happen because different parts of them don't communicate well. The 21 trillion refers to the total value of these corrections over the years, not actual spending or money. So anyways, basically a bunch of corrections that corrected for 21 trillion. But the underlying thing I think is still the message is the mainstream stuff, they don't know what they're actually spending it on. So they're just printing money and nobody knows what it's being used for. And that's where the blockchain comes in, where eventually you're going to have everything on blockchain, everything tracked and traced and so on. Maybe be near 100 trillion in debt when it all comes out. Yeah, but again, they have the debt is like pretty much standard printing. So the actual public debt, I think the numbers are pretty much what they are. But the thing is that they obviously have like, if they have military spending, if they say, let's say a jet costs $1 billion to produce, well, half that money is probably going into the black budget, something else going on and so on. So that's that. Okay, let's go continue further. All right, so we have this 585 times speed. So powering through. So 585. Yeah, so it's like think about how much dust is pouring out. This is again 1 second is almost like 8 minutes. How much is 585? 585 seconds. 2 minutes. 9.75 minutes. No way. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that is it. 600 would be 10 minutes. Yeah, 600 would be 10 minutes. Yeah, so I think divided by 60. So 585 divided by 60. No way. So 9.75 minutes. That's about 10 minutes. 1 second is 10 minutes. So 1 second here, if I just go like literally a few clicks,
FAA has...
Actually, just go back here. Go back to this thing here. I just want to illustrate the point again. 1 second is a minute. I mean, it's 10 minutes. So 1 second is like longer than any footage like that you'll find on YouTube of a building fire. Almost any footage. Let's go right here and go. Oh, there's the next one. Oh, did I skip this one? Yeah, I think. Oh no, I think I. Oh my bad. I think I. Like I have to. What I did was I grouped them in. Okay, so I did a mistake right here. So I think I grouped some stuff right here. What did I group? Okay, I grouped this one and that one. Yeah. Okay, so this one is the big one. So I did some groupings right here. So I'm gonna have to ungroup this. First of all, actually I won't save anything. I'll just ungroup this, or actually I'll just ungroup this. Actually I'll save right now and I'll ungroup so that we can go through one by one. Okay, so 385.
Hopefully people are going to be able to get out safe. Those stairwells, of course, are built especially for disasters like this.
Okay, so we have that. So 151. See each time she starts talking. I think we already did the glitching on one here. Okay, this one she starts talking. So
FAA has ordered all aircraft across the country to land at the nearest airport.
yeah. Okay, hi John. Thanks for the FB ad. Yeah. Okay. Not on planes, roosters in the house. Not every flight you see is FAA. Even Air Force One is FAA. Interesting. And also, listen what she says right here.
FAA has ordered all aircraft across the country to land at the nearest airport.
So it ordered all aircraft to land at the nearest airport. But you'll still see some weird planes flying around. Yeah. So look how massive those buildings are. Yeah, these are absolutely quarter-mile high buildings. These are massive. This is about like so the tallest building in like Vancouver, where I live, is like where my mouse is. It's like building 7 is the tallest building, and then this one is like double the height.
Does that mean us too?
Okay, so this it tells it, and also if you look at the top, the North Tower, if you look closer, it's actually beeping the whole time. It's actually flashing on the top. It's like.
Ray, I just heard on 7 that the FAA has banned. Oh wow, look at that video! Holy cow! Oh my God, what's going on?
Oh, this is when it's falling. It's falling, but I'll see if I can zoom in. Yeah, this is the South Tower falling.
On channel 7, it's like the side of the building just blew out, Chet. On the other side, the side we can't see. It just blew out. Look at it. South Tower just collapsed, the whole tower. Oh my God.
Alright. Wait, I have to go zoom fit in like that. Okay, so now 485 times 487 speed is again.
583.
Let's see what she says.
9335. He just moved to New York. He doesn't know where anything is. He has no idea where I.
Yeah, so that's another weird just a weird effect.
9335. He just moved to New York. He doesn't know where anything is. He has no idea where I work.
Okay, now 300 times speed. So they told him to land, but she didn't land. So I don't know why she's still not.
I know it. What?
And also, there's a fighter jet as one of the rare footages of it.
Is that one of our?
So notice a fighter jet looks like a fighter jet, and it has a trailing the exhaust right there. But there's no trailing thing. It's in the 500 like 600 mile an hour quote planes on 9/11. But then there's one that you can see this clear, and it looks like a plane. That's another thing.
Go back to the building, Chad. If the building collapses, that's what we want to see. It's very likely that the building Tower 1 will collapse. I want you guys to know it's very likely. Chet was a firefighter. It's got an awful lot of flame. The smoke is getting darker. Move away. The Capitol's on fire? Did you hear what I just said? That they think the Capitol's on fire?
Yeah, so now they're saying the U.S. Capitol's on fire. Like, how do they get that mixed up? That's an interesting one. I gotta just set this up. I gotta just move this around. Okay, I'm moving just the view counter. Okay, the view counter is at the bottom there. Okay, now let's go. We live in a military state. Yeah, that is true. They were stopping them landing at Reagan National Airport, though the choppers were told to keep at least 5 miles away from the air towers. That is true. And they're still going to see a lot of electromagnetic interference, especially Building 7-1.
That there's been an explosion there. ABC's reporting the Capitol is on fire.
Yes, there's some weird glitches out as well, but also saying ABC is reporting Capitol's on fire. You must note and research the term called ghost rockets. Yeah, that is. I'll have to look at that. But again, this is what we're dealing with. Okay, now 832 times speed. We're going almost like 20 minutes a second. Okay. 823. Okay, and it's about to fall soon. This is like super slow there.
There it goes, it's going. It's going down now, it's going down now. There it collapses. Oh.
Yeah, so 3 seconds and a half hour. Yeah, it is. This one is just a bit glitching slow, but once I render it, it should be faster. Like you also see 3 seconds and it goes that fast. Okay.
It just collapsed. Oh, those poor people. Oh, God. The second tower is gone.
All right, and so 846 times speed, and then look, all the towers are gone, but look at how much dust is pouring out. Again, every second is like half hour almost, or 3 seconds a half hour. Okay. So this is absurd right now. Okay. And look at how much dust is coming out, and the buildings aren't even there, and they're still going. And also, I'll send an email, actually. Someone's going to send me 3D prints of that LiDAR data that Judy Wood had in her book. She also noted as well, it's not only the towers were gone, but it's actually below the actual ground was also removed. Like it was turned to dust. Some of the spots that was below ground, so literally carved out some of the actual ground from the directed energy weapon. Actually took out the ground as well. That was played more. Okay, so now we're going to do some building 7. Okay, this building 7-1 has the most glitching I've ever seen. Okay, interesting that the North Tower was turned to dust at 10:28 a.m. when UA-93 was landing at Reagan National at 10:28 a.m. Interesting. That's the official one that's landing, or that was the crash one. Oh yeah, this is when the actually yeah, I think that's what he meant. The one in the background. Clairvoyant crying lady who knows her building fire. That is true. It just says whatever she was told by the fire person. But yeah, that is true. 10:28 was when I think that was the actual flight was landing at Reagan National. And another thing as I want to show is 10:28. Someone I think American Fathers mentioned Bill Gates' birthday. Let's double check. 10:28, October 28. Let's go. Okay, so Bill Gates' birthday is when the North Tower fell. Okay, now here's some glitching out going on. No, this is a different camera. Glitches out, and it's like still glitches out for a while. Let me just fast forward, and it comes back. It comes back to life right here. 10:23. Is it 10:23? And it's just before it starts to fall. Yeah, so like 3 minutes before. Okay, so now here's another helicopter that's a bit closer. You can see some glitching out going on. Look at this one. Oh, 9/11 visitors in the house. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, guys, read his Substack. Yeah, definitely read Mark Collins' Substack. It's taking over the game with the planes and passengers. Also, there's some mystery flashes here, if you haven't seen my earlier video on it. So there's some flashes right there. You can see the flash. You can see, I'll go fast, slow. There's a flash. Flash right there. There's a flash right there. I'll zoom in for those who are hard to see. There it is. There's a flash. And that's a flash. And there's some more. I have the arrow there for the flashes. And then you're going to see the giant spire turn it up. I included the spire as well, because it's an important part. So this video I'm making It's not just all the interference. It includes mystery flashes. It will include just the dustification. It'll include every impact, or just as long as there's something happening, I'll include it. So this one had interference beforehand, and then just switched out.
We just saw that as well. The second.
And there's a spire turning dust.
Tower, the only one that was standing, tower number 1. Just we saw some kind of explosion. A lot of.
Okay, Peter Simon says collapse initiation sequence off events illusion diversion would off been explosives overlaid by dew destroying vaporizing all concrete. 100% dew and explosives. There's no explosives. No explosives. No explosives, Peter. or get blocked. Oh yeah, no explosive. This isn't the explosive stuff. If you have evidence of explosive, show us. There's none. Anyways, yeah. You forget the breakdown of South Tower Spire. Oh yeah. If you can find that, I didn't include that one and this one because there was no static interference. If you find some sort of anomaly with that footage, and then I'll include that as well. Because every one I'm including has some sort of anomaly. See, oh, there's a flash I missed. Yeah, there's a flash right there. I just missed one there. Where's the flash? I just saw it. Wait up. I just saw a flash.
Explosion. A lot of smoke come out of the top.
Okay, there's a flash. There it is. Go back. Who saw the flash? There's a flash. Let's go. Flash. There it is. There's a flash right there. So what I'll do is I'll just add this notes to my notes right here. This one here, I think it's paste. Whoops, that's the wrong thingy. Where's the mystery flash? Oh, this is why. On group. Okay, so what I need to include this mystery flash. And I will just, 1 second, we're doing some live work right here. Okay, I don't know why it's not highlighting. Apologies, I will just quickly delete this. And include this mystery flash. And this goes up. Okay, money is black magic we are trained into. Oh, that is true. William Rodriguez with 14 others. Okay. Okay, he heard a bang that wasn't that loud. He thought it was loud, but it wasn't that loud. He also said he saw a hijacker. William Rodriguez is a bit iffy. But anyways, with his testimony, there's nothing besides that. And even then, it's not an explosion. It's not an explosive. He heard an explosion. It's like so again, stop posting nonsense. One more nonsense you get blocked. So William Rodriguez is an interesting character. Again, if he's telling the truth, he just heard a big bang. He also the building went up, like lifted up. But again, it's not an explosive. Don't just push nonsense in this town right here. And to illustrate the explosives part right here, Kenneth right here. So Kenneth right here, also at the basement. Well, not at the basement, but at the ground level in the revolving doors. He said that, yeah, it's right here, Kenneth right here. Yeah, so Kenneth was talking about, yeah, so Stephen Newman we were talking about Kenneth, and this guy's Kenneth. He said that all of his skin, so it was a giant fireball explosion. He said he was completely burned from head to toe, and all of his skin had come off his forearms, and his face and his hair was gone, but none of his clothes were burned. So that's kind of thing what happened. It was a weird explosion, not a explosive. An explosive is another thing. If it was that loud, William Rodriguez would have been like deaf from that loud of explosive. Okay, barter's human system. Oh well, again, barter money. There's no system that will ever be some sort of like bring about any real change. Because at the end of the day, it involves if you have someone that's lying, like for example, how the world's run. You have a bunch of Freemasons with secrets and classified tech. In other words, you can be lying. Yeah, so if you have barter, but then if you have some sort of coercion and lying, you're going to have the same issues. Anyways, let's continue further. So that was a mystery flash there.
Of the tower.
Alright, so yeah, so the south tower, if there's some sort of glitch there, so I included this north tower one spire, because at the beginning there's a glitch right here. So I gotta quickly, just so I don't need to move through it all. So group this. So if I group it, I can just go like it. So this is why I included this one here. It's glitching out. So there's the glitching out. Alright. So continue further. Okay, so now this is a 200x speed. This is building 7. And a lot of the other ones are turning dust. Building 6 and 4 and 3. And they're turning dust. Alright, but again, I think fundamentally, like they're saying, who runs the world, but I'm saying it doesn't matter who's running the world. If you have the fundamental nature of people lying, you're going to have the exact same scenario. So in other words, if you and I were in power, I think that would happen as well. So the key is don't get power, because it's all an illusion. Anyways, alright. Okay, so there's 200x speed. All right.
What you can see is that there is still a lot of...
Okay, so her camera's glitching and her voice audio, it turns off, it powers off. So Building 7 had the most static interference.
We have the ground as well. Everybody here trying to get...
So Building 7 had the most static interference, and I think because they were trying to make it like static, I think they're trying to do the do on it more in a more gradual, like slow cook method, as opposed to the fast cook, the Building 1 and 2, and they were higher up. This one is literally on, like like near the bottom, or actually, well, it's still pretty tall, but nonetheless, it's more gradual, so that might in fact have something to do with this. But anyways, you'll see this more and more.
Ground still raging with... What they are using besides just firefighting.
All right. So yeah, this is actual footage, unedited. It goes all the way there. I just fast forward like a whole. This is 15 seconds. If it just flashed, it just turned off.
Is because they definitely need to keep the water pressure going at this point. Think about these fire...
Yeah, it just will not turn on for her.
Very physically difficult for these firefighters. It's emotionally difficult.
Alright, so people talking about eating fried chicken. Well, speaking of that, the KFC guy's a Freemason. KFC Freemason. I think he's a 33-degree Freemason. The Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. Colonel Arnold David Sanders. Yeah, this is Freemason.com. It's literally Colonel Sanders. There's little publicity available regarding his time in Freemason. There's no doubt Colonel demonstrated values of fraternity. He was relentless, like a giant portrait bio on Freemason.com. What degree is he? He was born on September 9th. Interesting, 9/9. Degree. 33. What level was he? How do they have a giant bio of him? Okay, what degree was he? And he left money to the KKK. Where's Colonel Sanders? Let's see if his degree. Sanders was a Freemason. What degree was he, though? This is an important question, guys. What degree is Colonel Sanders? Okay. Oh, he's 33-degree Scottish Rite Freemason in Washington D.C. Let's go. And I think one thing about the Freemasons, they kind of they have a lot of humor. So like, you know, when the whole woke mob saying that white people are to blame, white men or the patriarchy runs the world, etc., and they want to change it, etc. Well, publicly they want to, publicly you want to change, just make it more diverse, easier to. I think just make everything just all over the place, and they want no nationalities and so on. But they are telling the truth that white men do run the world. Like Colonel Sanders, let's go. So yeah, so the top of the top have to be white for some reason. I think Alistair Crowley as well was a 33-degree Mason. Alistair Freemason. I think he was a 33-degree Freemason, and then he wanted to create his own like his own like erotic lodge, which is does a bunch of rituals and other stuff like that, like more advanced. You think Freemasonry wasn't high enough for him, so he wanted to go like actually, 33 patent of the art charter issued by John admitting Harker to the highest 33 degree of Scottish Freemasonry. So Aleister Crowley and KFC are the same. Were involved in the same fraternity, like the same Scottish Rite Freemason, 33 degree Mason. So yeah, this is wild. This is wild. Like, what is going on here? All right, so we're in the Matrix, guys. Let's see. Let's see how many people we have on this stream right here on the other one. Why is it on? It should be muted. Okay. Freemasons are just Christians being scapegoated by Zios. Interesting. they're not actually Christians. They have their own weird theology. You can see Freemasonry on it. They have their the Freemason Bible. You can go Freemason Bible. This one, if you go read the Freemason Bible, if you look at it, they have a lot of the Osiris and all that Egyptian gods in there. So they throw in there, and they have like their own version of it. So that's a pretty interesting setup there. But anyways, and also, and again, like this part of the comment, are Christians scapegoated by Zion? Well, no, I'm saying that it's all the same thing. Even if you go to the Supreme Court in Israel, it's literally just a Freemason lodge. The entire okay, I just do not understand what is going on here. Just like something's up with the Supreme Court. So that's the thing. Whenever something's working well, and okay, Supreme Court building. So Supreme Court building of Israel, the Supreme Court of Israel building constructed in 1992 by the Rothschild families, deeply inspired by the occult and Freemasonry. You can watch the video. It's literally just a giant ode to Freemasonry. It has like it's like layered in 3 different levels with the all-seeing eye peeps at the top, with a giant all-seeing eye there. And there's a Freemason lodge like very nearby as well. And there's the obelisk as well, again similar to the obelisk in the Washington Monument. So again, it's exactly the same thing as. So again, I'll highly recommend watching that video here. This one right here. It's literally, there's nothing else you could say about it. Masons are gatekeeping. Well, so basically my philosophy is if any group of people running the world, it's Freemasons. It's the only group or religion or whatever you want to call it that matches the actual like philosophy, matches their actual actions, and they're the only ones that literally tell you they're a secret society, and then have their stamp of approval on everything. And I think even China has like the China Mao Freemason as well. There's also like even China Mao is like Freemasons created. Chinese Freemasons building, Freemasonry in Asia. So the Chinese Freemasons right here celebrate 160 years of community and cultural support in Canada. And I think Mao, like one of the dictators or whatnot, or Ming or something, Ming started as predominantly male, California. What else was it in here? Anyways, in mainland China, Freemasons are a recognized political party at the Xingding Dao. Interesting. Funding Chinese revolution. Chinese Freemasons also played a key role in Dr. Sun studying successful revolution against the imperial regime to build a Chinese democracy. So again, Freemasons are like view themselves as the freedom people or whatever. They want to bring freedom to the world from basically in a Freemasonic secular weird control set mechanism, similar to the Constitution. How it's again all of them are built by Freemasons. The U.S. was literally founded by Freemasons, and China as well looks like it. Okay. Anyways, and that is that. Zionism creation. Well, again, Zionism. I think it's part of the same agenda. They're trying to make World War III. Because remember, Israel was destroyed and rebuilt, destroyed, rebuilt, etc. And they can do that a third time. And I think, and again, World War II was to create Israel. That's one mechanism. And then eventually you're gonna have World War III. We're gonna destroy it again in some sort of like Revelation type World War III setup. So anyways, So that's that. Modern Freemason began with Juvenile dystopia from France. They traded all over the world. Yeah, again, I think, again, a lot of that's public stuff, because these guys have advanced tech. In other words, advanced history, imagine they have like their own mechanism to communicate where none of us can have access to. So in other words, they have cryptographic communication. Like we supposedly have it with Telegram. They have a Telegram that's not actually being spied on. So like Telegram. So like, whoops, I absolutely, Telegram just like messing up. Okay, exit this. I have to do that. Telegram, just like glitches everywhere. Okay, so for example here, Telegram CEO Pavel Durov capitulates. It says Apple hand over user data to governments to stop criminals. So basically, the Freemason Illuminati people, they have their own Telegram like premium account where it doesn't get spied on. So that's what they have. They can communicate and then include all their history and so on for years. The Hitler guy from banned Freemasonry, I can see him. No, he didn't really ban it. It's like you ban the low level lodges. So again, Freemasonry, it's like a shell game. The lower you are, you're pretty much being lied to, like just slightly less than the public. And then as you get higher and higher, you get more and more of what's going on. So the Freemasons, the ones the lower levels, they're the ones again they're more likely to see what's going on. So if there's a revolution, they usually they will kick out the Freemasons. The low level ones, the higher ones, you don't even know what they are. So World War II, Hitler was a giant occultist and so on. So Hitler was I think he was also Freemason as well. Again, the way it works is with revolution, you gotta take out anyone who has any sort of power, and that includes low level Freemasons. That if they're starting to realize, hey, they're gonna destroy my city that I live in, they're gonna kick them out. And they don't speak about a lot of the secrets and so on. So Freemasonry is like a shell game of the mafia. The mafia will kill its own people. Freemasonry will kill its own people. Nazism will kill its own people. It's all the same garbage. All right, going further. Soul of Ancient Command, interesting. Everyone's got an opinion on this. Benai Birth, interesting. Swastika, a symbol of extraterrestrial activity, and aliens visit us after a fat man and a little boy were detonating. Don't know if that's true. Well, that is the Roswell crash was on Trump's birthday 1 year after, so anniversary June 14th, 1947. So that's another thing. I think Trump was the moonchild alien. All right, guys. Next, continue further here. We'll still have infinite electromagnetic interference. Okay.
Now.
This is this is 20 minutes left in of this video, but it's all glitching like this.
Very kind to allow us to stay in the air so that you can graphs. And again, what we can tell you is that everybody else has been grounded. There are some F-15s, some military planes around.
So she said F-15s and military planes, and I'll have one that is zoomed in. Yeah. Okay, it's
flying and who's going. Helicopters flying into the port.
Yeah, so her communications is getting completely fried right here.
Their Black Hawk Sikorsky, the air paramedic.
Okay, Jackson Rip Holmes. I'm eating at Middle Eastern restaurant. I am back watching your tremendous video. Thanks, Jackson Rip Holmes. And again, if you didn't hear it before, thanks for watching that MH370 videos. Yeah, Ashton Forbes is an absolute, like I think he's one of the funniest disinfo agents I've ever seen. It's just like, I don't know how he keeps going everywhere. Okay, I cannot believe this is happening. Okay, I'm going to do search on Ashton and go back into the AMF. Ashton. So I have a huge list on Ashton Forbes, grifter. So Ashton Forbes, he's on Redacted for some reason. He's on Redacted. A mystery, MH370, mystery solved, the shocking evidence that changes everything we were told. Again, it's all control opposition nonsense. 1.3 million views 13 days ago. And he was also, the concerned citizen guy was sharing those bogus fake videos, MH370, and it's 6.8 million views. And so on. And then now this guy's, Ashton Forbes, is complaining about the community note and so on. I have a whole bunch here. World-renowned grifter is writing an open letter. Yeah, so someone is also writing an open letter to Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers says he thought the MH370 videos were fake. He wrote a giant open letter to him. And he also blocked me. Alright, and this guy, Aaron Rodgers, asked me if I believe in 9/11. Okay, where's Ashton? Ashton Forbes. There's a whole bunch of here. Okay, world-renowned cloud chaser Ashton. I have giant videos on this guy. Oh, this is going up. I go back. I just want to see some more funny stuff on Ashton. Okay, red. Oh, yeah, this one here, Red Pill. He promoted Dirty Wood and stuff on my channel, but now he's promoting this clown. You gotta stick to facts, guys. Okay, I made a good comment. So red Pill Drifter promoting the grifter Ashton Forbes, more like Red Pill Grifter. Sad face. All right, I have some more Ashton stuff. Okay, this guy made an epic card game. Your attacks are no match for my Ashton Forbes. And the key to defeating your god is hidden in this card. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh game or whatever. Ashton Forbes, the grifter, scammer. Anyways, there's a lot of memes going on about this guy. He's a well-known grifter in the community. Okay, and he also was talking about the Trump mumbo-jumbo. And let's see. Again, I'll play this video. This video, he got actually a copyright strike, and he took it out, took the channel down. And someone made this compilation for him saying debunked on stuff. I'll play like a few minutes of this. Okay, I can't play that for some reason. Video thumbnail. Okay, so I gotta go right here. Ashton. Thumbnail. Let's see if it loads up. Okay, this right here. There's the video.
VFX debunk. Debunkers debunking. Debunk. Debunks debunk. Debunker. Debunkers debunk. Debunkers. Debunk debunks it. Prosaic debunks debunks. What do I look up? Debunk or something like that? Debunked it.
Watch the video where he actually he filed a copyright claim against the guy, but I think I could have won it. I don't know why he took it down. Let's see some more Ashton, some more nonsense he was doing. Okay, now also speaking about the Iran stuff. So he's saying if Trump wins, can I get a position where I get the hell drip signs to the public? P.S. If you let me reveal MH370, we could pin it on the Iranians and so on. So he's also part of that blame Iran for everything mumbo jumbo. And also here, the last thing about Ashton, again, you got to read the stuff where I debunk him and just laugh at him. But this one right here, where it looks like a real comment. So apparently Ashton Forbes' Aunt Mary is worried that Ashton stopped taking his meds. So this person, Julie Cohen, wrote, Ashton, please start taking your meds again. Aunt Mary has been calling you and she says you haven't answered. We're all very worried about you. And this other comment on there says, Ashton, I urge you to please listen to Julie. From what I could tell after following up on your quote story, I can say with confidence that you need help. I urge you to get in touch with your family and seek treatment. We're all concerned for you, Ashton. This is no longer a game or funny. I take no pleasure in watching someone from mental illness or struggle with mental health. Shame on those disgusting trolls that encourage and enable you further. Please, Ashton, take a break from internet for a while, and with all due respect, perhaps reach out to a medical professional. All right. So that's quite wild. Anyways, okay. So there's I've like absolutely giant amounts of stuff here on Ashton. I think how many do I have here? Ashton. I have 83 messages on Ashton. 83 posts about him and videos and so on. Okay, a lot of magic powers and knowledge in Iran. Interesting. You can't be selected unless you got a pile of dirt. That is true. And I also feel a Freemason. Freemason right here. Yeah, and there was also a new Freemason hand sign. This one right here is a very interesting one. I saw this. I saw these pattern. I'm like, something's up with their hands. So Hitler's doing this weird hand thing. So you can see this like this. So he's doing this. And now if you see this right here, this guy's doing this. This is Malcolm X. This is Malcolm X and the other guy, Martin Luther King, does that as well. Osama bin Laden, out of all the people. And then you got this, the Qasemi Soleimani. I think this is the guy that was killed or something by Trump. This is an Iranian guy. And now you got this guy right here. This is Orlando Brown. In his music video, this is a thumbnail for his music video, and I zoomed into. He's wearing a Freemason necklace, and he's doing this, like out of all the things. And I think they probably caught on to my. They caught on to my video here, my compilation, my MES hands list. So and also here's disinfo agent Richard Gage, and again his emails are Gage33, and that's again obvious. And you can see some more hand signs here. And there's Merkel. You got Trump doing the exact same thing. This is like the square and compass logo or something like that. But anyways, that's that. And this is a big giant game. Big here. I'm gonna do Illuminati. I'll do one more. Illuminati, and I'll go back to electromagnetic interference. I'm just sidetracking here, switching up their hand signs. Okay, so I think they're probably again. I can't play anything anymore. I'll just go here. Okay, this is right here. This is the good one. Alright, 3 middle fingers make M. Alright, so this is a new one, guys. They caught on to my hand sign. So I'm here switching up after the old one was exposed. And yeah, so they go to the hands one. So anyways, these guys are a bunch of jokes. Alright, and evil, but jokes as well. Alright, so that's that. Let's go back. Healthwise.org. Yeah, this one here, actually, I saw that article you wrote here. Healthwise.org. This was a website that years ago they realized that something's up with the. Yeah, sorry, I put in the reason. Healthwise reported. The Healthwise report website distanced themselves from any knowledge of truth and gave a laundry list of reasons. Richard Gay was getting paid a salary of $60,000 USD for spreading disinfo, and you can see a whole bunch of lists right here. And then it literally says there's a honeypot for alt media. And here, Richard Gage has an average salary $60,000 for his charity work at the supposed nonprofit organization. All right, this is the Healthwise report. All right, so many talkative people, new people. Which one is the Fango? Thomas Schoenriver. I'm sensing him as hitting the big time. That's all right. Slow and steady will win the race. Yeah, eventually it would be pretty cool if I get some like peeps on the show, or I get pretty big on like I go on CNN. They're like, so you're saying that directed energy weapons turn towers and does, and they use holograms? I'm like, yes, I do. And they're like, that'll be the first time I'll wear a suit on TV. That'll be pretty cool. All right, so continue back on this, guys. Again, electromagnetic interference,
which are the, of course, power rescuers, or the PJs as they're called. These are the same people who.
Okay, this is like wild. And again, there's an M in MES, that is true.
Along with the New Jersey State Police are setting up a command.
Yeah, Eric Red says, I trusted Gage till I heard Judy. Judy really opened it up over a decade later. Epic stuff. Yeah, that is true. Okay, why are you talking about my info shared and not shared with you? Oh, I just put the link there. Okay, I put everything there. Hey guys, this was all given by 9/11 Revisionists. If you see my Telegram, basically anything 9/11 related, it's almost always like 50% of them or more is from 9/11 Revisionists. So I think it's pretty much obvious. So guys, you go here and follow 9/11 Revisionist on here. If you see stuff on my Telegram, oftentimes he's probably already shared like years ago. So and yet also we cross share as well. So yes, guys, and definitely follow 9/11 Revisionist. Pretty much half the stuff is from him or Mark Collin. Especially the plane stuff. The plane stuff is Mark Collin. A lot of this. This was from this was from 9/11 Revisionist. This one right here, Healthwise report. And a lot of this stuff was from Mark Collin, the plane stuff. This is Mark Collin stuff right here. Very interesting stuff right here. But again, if I don't mention it's a shout out to you guys. Just know that it's anyone on Telegram know that I'm getting it from pretty much Mark Collin and 9/11 Revisionist. If we go to 9/11 Plane Research, 9/11 Plane Substack, and 9/11 Revisionist Substack. So if you go to Substack, and if you want info, there's two ways to get info. You can literally go, you can search MES links or on his Telegram on 9/11 Revisionist, or you go to Planes Research and just write search and write anything you want. For example, Flight 1989, and you can see a whole bunch of stuff info on it. So this is 9/11 Planes Research. This is Mark Collins stuff. So a lot of my info I'm getting from this guy and 9/11 Revisionist. You literally just go on their channel if you want infinite info. You just search anything and everything. This goes thermite, and you got literally 20 articles debunking thermite, right? Like you can't mess with this. So anyways, So if you want to learn bombshell info, you go there and so on. And on MES links, just assume I'm getting my info from them, especially on that stuff. All right, guys. Next, continue back. The OG Abraham. Oh yeah, I mentioned him earlier in the housekeeping. OG, he's the first person to expose gays. Yeah, I mentioned that, and I said that Abraham and you are definitely going to be on the live stream. And let's see, 9/11 revisionist and the Abraham Rodriguez on a future live stream. We'll see possibly December. So maybe a Christmas special. December. Let's go. Let's go. A Christmas special. No, that'll be good. It'll be a 9/11 Christmas special. Again, 9/11 is the actual birth of Jesus, not December 25th. Let's go. Jesus 9/11. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it. Again, I have to just web Telegram. I have to go back and then go 9/11 Jesus. Okay, so let's go back here. So a 1980 book called The Birth of Jesus Christ recalculated Ernest L. Martin calculated Jesus' birthday was likely on September 11th, 3 BC. All right, so we'll do December 25th if the live stream there. We'll do 9/11 special, the actual birth of Jesus. That's Wednesday, so we'll do it maybe 21st or 28th of December. That'll be pretty epic. Okay, oh, didn't know that. Latin. No, female patrix is male. Interesting. I don't know what these. Revisited, not revisionist. Well, no, I think his other name is revisionist. This is revisionist on Telegram. Then he has revisited. I think it's because of the usernames, but it's either or is the same, guys. Revisited or revisionist. I think the original one was revisionist. Okay, guys, I'm going back into the electromagnetic interference. Let's play this. Okay.
Center.
So again, this is building 7. She's just on a helicopter and it's glitching out the entire time.
Injured there as well. Now, what we can also tell you is that we took off right after the two buildings first were hit, and we saw the buildings on fire. Tower 1, the top portion of it burning. Tower 2 was hit more towards the middle, and then we saw some debris falling from both buildings, even very disturbing. The windows and from the tops of the building. The whole building seemed to collapse upon itself. Tower 1 collapsed a little bit later and just fell into itself rather than and completely collapsed. Now, as you can well imagine, anytime you have an aircraft which is
All right, you saw that. Yes, it was glitching out and on. Now it's 200x speed.
There in the center of your screen is what is left of the...
So yes, it's infinite glitching out.
The actual buildings fell and toppled, and so of course many of the buildings also missing many of the parts.
Yeah, and now it's glitching out. This is literally flat out glitching.
You know why? Because they were turn on one of them, but not both. Chet, you can always say to me, turn on your FMs. What was he saying? Rap? Lyndon. He did not come back out. I know. But tomorrow we go out of Caldwell. You guys decided, you know what? They have told us to go back. We must land. We are landing now. So, that is the end of our coverage for today. I still can't believe it's not there.
Yeah, if you look at it over here, look how far away they are. And they're still glitching out. Whoops, oh sorry, I was muted. Anyways, go back again, I was muted. So Chris Jock says, thanks for doing the video, yeah, for sure. And we got people debating about what reality is and how do we get out of this matrix. That's interesting. And also on Rumble, Kane says, B'nai B'rith is a Jewish Freemason group. Way different. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Alright guys, let's continue.
Are we powered down?
Yeah, and look at how much dust is going out. This is like literally above some clouds. Okay, now here's this different angle. Another thing, another helicopter. And it tells you the time as well. Look at the time. This is about 2 p.m. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's still going ham here. Yeah, like this is absolutely intense static electricity right here, or electromagnetic interference right here. Alright, theosophical filler today in the chat. That is, yeah. I'm like, well, the chat's going at it. I'm just showing some electromagnetic interference right here. This is building 7. Well, not just building 7, but most of this is building 7, but there's also building 6 and the remains of, there's building 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright, it says 45 times speed, and it goes back to glitching. So there's a bit, it's gonna go more and more. Alright, yeah, so 10x. Yeah, and it pretty much does this the entire, like, hours of this that I was watching here. But I also sped through a lot of, some of them had minor ones, and I didn't want to show them as we get later. Like, relatively minor, so I included some here. But again, at 45 times speed, now it's back to glitching. Let's go right here, glitch here. Okay, actually, why does it do that? I forgot to ungroup. My bad, guys. I have to ungroup again. So this right here, I have to ungroup. So we can skip some stuff, otherwise we'll be stuck on that forever. Okay, ungroup. Actually, okay, it's loading. Okay, there's the ungrouping. All right, so we have that. Let's go back to here. Again, it goes on and on for a long time. Okay, so this is. So again, there's a lot of work put into this little thingy right here. Okay, let's do some. Skip some stuff here. Skip, and let's play some. Yeah. Okay, and now. And also, there's also a mystery plane that's going to be flying by. Actually, this might be a mystery plane as well. Because again, helicopters were told to get away, so that's either a mystery plane. That might be his mystery plane. I think that is a mystery plane. I'm gonna put that in. I'll just put an annotation right here. Whoops, this one right here. Mystery plane. Okay. Okay. Lisa says, became severity. When you watch MES, you become aware of severity of what we are dealing with. Not just the powers, but NPCs around the clueless. When do you think about getting out of Clown World? Well, my view is there's no out. Anywhere you go, it's going to be the same thing. You have to fix up what's there. So the only way to get out is within, in my humble opinion. So basically, I could go back. Okay, mystery plane, put it back like this. Alright, going here. Okay, I think there's another mystery plane. Okay, I gotta start slowing down. There's a mystery plane that's flying like low. There's another one right there. Okay, I'm gonna start adding these. Mystery plane. Because this is some interesting stuff here. Okay, mystery plane. There it is. There's a mystery plane right there. Again, all the helicopters were told to get away, and it's still there. There's a mystery plane that's flying like pretty low to the. That one, it's at the 10x speed, but I will slow it down. I have one that slowed down for another one. This is 20x speed. There's a mystery plane there. I'll show you one soon. I think Mark Cullen was thinking that it may have been depositing plane parts, but we'll see. I have some zoom in there. Okay, there's another fighter jet right there. So there's another fighter jet just flying around. Okay, now it's gone. But there's a fighter jet just there. It's like this is like glitching. Yeah, this is like infinite amount of glitching. Okay. And look how far away it is, it's still glitching. Yeah. This is like... Okay, I included all this because, again, just to drive home the point. We're dealing with something completely abnormal. This is more... It's still glitching. I'm like fast forwarding everything. Okay, let's go another one. Let's go. Keep going. Just 10. Oh, I think there's another object here. What is that object? Okay, that's a bird, I think. Okay, this looks like a weird plane there. That's not a bird. It can't be a bird. It's like a weird dark plane there. Okay, this is. I think we spotted something. I don't think it's a helicopter either. Okay, I think we literally just discovered something live. Okay, there it is. This is a mystery plane. This block thing is a weird mystery plane. I'll put this right here. This is a black mystery object, a UFO or something. Did you guys all see it? Am I seeing it? Okay, I will slow it down. I don't think it's a helicopter. I will slow down because it's 10x speed right now. And it's flying flat. Helicopters usually don't do exactly this. This object. Okay, so we got a weird mystery object just flying by. It's not a bird. It's giant and it's flying flat. Yeah, Jackson Homes, your engineering background gives you the same insights as Judy would. Yeah, we have similar insights. Yeah, we both have a bachelor in civil engineering. That's interesting. And yes, we've both done a lot of structural engineering. Okay, you can see this mystery object, guys. This is moving at 10x speed. This is not a helicopter. It looks like it's not a bird. There's no way it's a bird. It's giant. This is a UFO. That is okay. We'll see if I could. Okay, I'm gonna save this now. I'm gonna go copy this, paste this on top, and then I'll remove the 10x speed. Okay, so now we've removed the 10x speed. Let's see how it looks like. Fit. Let's see how it looks like without the 10x speed. Yeah, there it is. Zoom in. Let's see this. Is it actually? It might be a helicopter. Is it a helicopter or a black op? Okay, so that is something weird because again, all the helicopters are supposed to be away. Even if it's a helicopter, it's not a public one because all these ones are supposed to be 5 miles away and supposed to be landing by now. So we just caught a UFO, guys. UFO. Okay, I will put this back. I'll delete this. Guys, we captured a UFO live. Mystery UFO. Okay, guys, we literally discovered next level stuff. Okay, continue. Okay, there's more glitching. And again, everything just glitches and glitches and glitches. So it's like constantly something's going on here. I think this is why they told all the helicopters fly away. It's not because of safety stuff. It's because of the interference might turn them off and fall down and like crash on everybody. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, what if it's a stealth jet that wasn't created for that background? Yeah, that's one thing because it's similar to that mystery object flying next to it. That could be a reason. Do you see a poof from its tail when static was heavier? Let's go back. Was that that's the same one? No. When I was playing it, it was playing a static at the bottom as well. So I don't know because it was a double speed, so you can't tell from that. The static was just underneath playing. I didn't mute the bottom part. All right. Okay, I'm gonna continue further. Okay, there's building 7 turning dust. It's like you have 10 minutes more of this, and a flash after the black plane. I think there was a flash. I think was there a flash? I'll have to look at that again. See, I'll undo this. Okay, did you see a flash? Let's go see that mystery plane again. But this one, to be accurate, I need to mute everything here. So I need to mute this. So then we don't have any other sound in the background. Let's see how this looks. Actually, but I'm muting the other sound as well, is it? No, that should be fine. Okay, where's the mystery plane? Why is this gone? Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay, I have to do this. There's the thing. I gotta mute these. Okay, so we're doing live research right here, guys. Why is there no sound? Oh, yeah, I need to put the sound back on. Because this was the 10x speed. Sound. Whoop, this one. Sound. Refresh back to 100%. Okay, so now let's see with sound. Oh, I see a flash. I saw a flash on the plane. Okay, there's going to be a flash on it. There's a flash. There's a flash. So it's a flash. So if it's a flash, then it's not a stealth plane. I think they just had a random flash, unless it's glitching out somehow. So there's a flash. We saw a Tic Tac UFO, guys. That is a weird, and it's so low to the buildings. This is abnormal. It's so low to the building. This is a fascinating find. It does look like a helicopter from the. I think is that the, unless it's a reflection of the thing. No, it's not a reflection. No, we're capturing a UFO, guys. Let's see, where is it? It is so camouflaged. It looks like a shadow. I think we found this is some stealth fighter right here. Like some stealth, it's literally like camouflage behind the building there. Holy. Okay, guys, we did it. Is that ghost rockets? I think we found a ghost rocket. Okay, we found a ghost rocket. I will delete this. And we found it, guys. That is epic find. So that's half the purpose of the live stream is to research, and thank you, UFO. Yeah, for sure. Half the reason is to get info, to like be focused on this and get everybody in. Get Tucker tries is blown away by this. Let's go. Yeah, this is some guys. We're literally deep diving top level stuff. Okay. Okay, so if you look on top there, that's a helicopter. I think there's another object here. Let's go back here. Okay, there's another. I think there's a plane or a helicopter. Let's see this. Zoom in. This on top there. See this right here? Because again, helicopters were told to fly away. So I think that's not a helicopter as well. That's another mystery object, mystery plane. Okay, I'm gonna keep track of all of them. Initially, I didn't keep track until I saw one good one. I have one that I noted. I will put this another annotation right here. Whoops. This is right here and down. Okay, I will hide this. See where it is again. Yeah. I will put this. It's on top here. It's a mystery plane because again, it's inside the fumes. Like, what is it doing inside there? And again, all the helicopters are told to fly away. That's no plane. It may appear like one. Yeah, I'll just say mystery plane or whatever it's called. I got some messages here. Okay, I gotta mute these stuff. Mute. Okay, stealth plane. Yeah, I'm getting a message saying look up stealth plane. Yeah, it looks like one of these actually. Yeah. But I think it's probably more advanced than this stuff. They're using some sort of UFO black budget stuff. 9/11 is big time. If Tic Tac was around in 2014, it was here for 2000. Yeah, definitely. Because the Tic Tac one is it's all being pushed an agenda. There's a mystery plane right there, mystery plane, the white one. So yeah, so TR3B, yeah, definitely. Okay, and I think I have a mystery plane right here now. No, this is 20x speed. Okay, it's something glitching. Holy! Like, look at the static interference going on. Yeah. Alright, so one thing that would be cool to do is if we can talk to one of these guys that are actually filming this in the helicopter. So if anyone wants to contact them and ask them if they want to just discuss just to talk about the footage and the static interference and see if that's normally happening like that. Because I doubt this is what normally happens, where you have the entire hour just glitching out. And it comes back, so it's like, that's the cool thing. And look how big the buildings are. Look at the Statue of Liberty compared to these massive buildings. Like, every one of these buildings are massive in New York City. Like, everything's just 10 times bigger than everywhere else in the world. Here's 10x speed. Eric Red says, Lonnie's more incident in New Mexico was Tic Tac in 1964. Yeah, interesting. I think they are gradually increasing the amount of UFO sightings. Again, part of the Project Bluebeam Mambo Jumbo. Okay, what else? Yeah. Okay, this one is like entirely just static. It's like all the same thing. It's just completely glitching out. Like, yeah. So the video when I upload it, it's gonna be one of those monumental 9/11 ones. It's like you get to like a place where Richard Gage, 9/11 Truth, all those clowns that they just don't want to even talk about. They're like, why is there giant static here? Like, they probably never imagined this video would ever come out. Similar to how the all the disappearing wings at the exact same time and place. Like, that compilation I made is, I think, another monumental 9/11 finding. This one too. Get 40x speed. And there's a helicopter, the bottom of it. Yeah, this is like massive. See, it keeps going on and on and on and on and on, and it's like, look how far away they are. It's still glitching. And now, I think I have now. Okay, now we have a mystery plane that I actually slowed down and looked at. Okay, there's a mystery plane right there. So keep track of it. I'm gonna start. I think I might do this for all the mystery planes I find. So there's literally a mystery plane, and it's not a helicopter. It doesn't fly like that, and it's so close to the W2C. And this is all at the same time when it told everybody to get out, and this is like in the afternoon, so no one's supposed to be anywhere flying that, and no commercial planes even supposed to be flying in the air. This is all military planes. Let's go. So possibly planting debris. That's one thing that might. Oh no, I think this is they're putting the passports and everything. Except one of the passports was before the towers fell. So I don't know what they're throwing in here. Maybe they're throwing in yeah, I don't know what they're throwing in. Oh, the red bandana maybe. Whoops. Go back here. See the whole thing. Okay, there it flies across the entire place. And then glitches out and so on. Okay, it's still going. Okay, it keeps going on and on. Okay, it's going, it's going. Alright, 5x speed. Okay, look at how far away they are, and it's still glitching. Okay. The Marcus Aureolus, there's a fighter jet visible earlier. Maybe this is the same fighter jet or others observed. Yeah, that is true. Some of the people said fighter jet. There's two videos I showed earlier. I don't know if you saw it. I showed already in this thing. I'll go back to them in a bit. Oh, Casimir cavity. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's keep going. It just keeps going on and on and on. Let's see. I think it's some good static here. All right. Yeah, it's still going. Let's see. I'm gonna just fast forward. And this is far away, and it's still static. They're looking away. Okay, look how far away they are now. This is so far away. It's still glitching, like. Okay. Yeah, notice how a helicopter looks, and you can zoom in and look at that. And so whenever there's a real object, it's pretty noticeable. It's like the planes, the mystery objects, they're not whatever we think they are. Okay, look at how far away it is. Look how small the Statue of Liberty is from here, and it's still glitching. 20x speed, and it's still glitching. Yeah, let's keep going. The static continuing the days, weeks after. That's something to interesting to discuss. This is what I have from the day of. I have some more stuff here. I'm gonna keep going. So that I wouldn't. Yeah, I would imagine there's still some sort of stuff going on. Is the static from the helicopter motors, magnetism coils? Interesting. Yeah, possibly something even to do with the rotation, maybe of their the fast rotation of the metal propeller. But again, but I think the major thing is that something's happening with this slow cook WTC static, like turning dust. And because the building 1 and 2, when they were up and they were closer in, and it wasn't getting affected that much. This one is just getting more and more affected. So I think it's something to do with the slow cooking. Because this entire time it's turning to dust, more and more. Building 7 hasn't fallen yet. Okay, Jackson Poems. I missed part of the broadcast. What does all the electronic interference mean? Yeah, so this is during Building 7, but also throughout the entire scenario. I think this is a byproduct of the directed energy weapon. So like it's similar to if you have a magnet. If you have, for example, here, if you have a magnet and you put it next to a TV, you're gonna have an interference. So in other words, whatever's occurring on the WTC has an electromagnetic component that's affecting other electronics, similar like cameras and so on. Like cameras, watches also were turned off, and again, that's why the camera's getting affected by this electromagnetic field. Okay, Gary says, believe the static is caused by harmonic frequency of another frequency. Interesting. Okay, now it's glitching. Yeah, no problem. Jackson says thank you. Yeah, and also this occurs at every event. Even the first quote plane hit, second one. There's always some sort of glitch that's going on in the recording. Okay, so look at the dust. It's still going. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, and I think I had. And it's just far away. Yeah, and then it like turns off at the end. Look how far away they are, and it's still glitching out. Okay, helicopter rotors can affect TV reception, I've seen, but this is a camera system designed against that. Oh yeah, definitely. This is something I think unique happening. Okay, now that's off, and I think I didn't add the part here. I have it in my notes though. Okay, I'll find my notes and let's see. What else? Rainbow blooming, EMP. And I think include magnetometer data, Shanksville, power out. Okay, Shanksville. I think the Shanksville one. Okay, that's also for those who are just joining this one, just to illustrate. This occurred at every like a major event. This right now that was the towers turning. I mean the WTC turning dust. And there's also more. And I got a lot of this ideas from the Reality Access channel actually. So I'm gonna go. Okay, I gotta go and I gotta just make this smaller. Okay, so I need to group this so I can actually maneuver around. Oh man, so again, there's a lot of work, guys. This is why you gotta support the project and throw me a bunch of cash money. This is a lot of work put into it. This is gonna be one of those, I think, in my opinion, monumental compilations, similar to the Disappearing Wings, where it's the sheer amount of footage. Just kind of irrefutes everything else. So here's another one for those just watching. Here's before North Tower falling. Here's electromagnetic interference. Yeah. So just as it falls, there's interference as well. Just before it, look at that. And again, there's some more stuff here. I'm gonna go back to the very beginning, just illustrate, and even the first two impacts. Here's the first impact. Okay, see the glitch, and you can see that missile-like object on top, and then you get it glitches out the camera just before impact. So there it is, just before it glitches, just before it hits. Go back. And they also, a lot of them are saying, what is that? So it goes back and glitches. Let's just play it again.
What the hell was that?
It sounded like a plane crash.
Yeah, and then also the second plane. Here's a second one just before it hits. There's this camera's super far away. Electromagnetic interference as well.
Helicopter, a passenger plane just crashed into it. This is live footage right here.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so there's the impact, and literally just before it, the whole camera's glitching out.
A helicopter, a passenger plane just crashed into it.
Yeah, so it's whole camera glitching out, and the other one is the Pentagon one. So here's Pentagon one. So there's the Pentagon. Yeah, this right here. If you watch the Pentagon, and you can see if you spot this part right here, there's going to be a red thingy right here. There's a red thing, and now the whole camera glitches out. And the whole camera glitches out. So every single event. Okay, so it's every event, and then I haven't included this one. I'm just going to actually go to the fighter jet. Okay, the Marcus Aurelius's. There's a fighter jet visible earlier. Maybe this is the same fighter jet, or others have arrived. Yeah, that's the thing. It could be the same or others. Some people had said visible earlier. Yeah, there was 2 fighter jets that I've spotted in this one. And yeah, it could be. And a lot of witnesses said they heard fighter jets flying over as well. VHF channels 2, 3 frequencies. Okay, telling some frequency stuff. Interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and save this one. Actually, I'll keep it open. I'll just save it. Actually, no, I'm gonna close it. Save it. It's been 3 hours. I'm gonna save that and continue. The next one is even the Shanksville one. Even the Shanksville one. Shanksville. Oh, also here's some interesting ones. So Ted Olson, he was apparently the husband of Flight 93 passenger Barbara Olson, and is in disbelief as to how she called him from her cell phone while in the quote plane at high altitude, and he was actually born on December 11th, so he's even questioning the high altitude one. But if you see Olson, and so he's actually I think what was he, some attorney general or something of the U.S. So I have a lot of stuff here. So Olson. Let's go. Interestingly, Ted Olson, whose wife Barbara allegedly died on Flight 93, the Shanksville one on 9/11, became the U.S. Solicitor General on June 11th, 2001, or 6/11/2001. So in other words, put that upside down. Interestingly, in the 1980s, he was accused of perjury for allegedly lying to Congress, and his birthday is also December 11th. So he was accused of perjury in the 80s. Allegedly providing false testimony to Congress, which some have termed as perjury, and investigation ended with the independent counsel ruling that Olson's testimony was misleading and disingenuous, and so that was Olson. So again, out of all the people, these are the type of people there. And then his wife right here, his third wife. So Barbara Olson became his third wife. She was writing a book. She was also on the CNN, Fox News as a commentator, and also was en route in Flight 77. Actually, did I put en route to Flight 77 to Bill Mars? I think I got that wrong. Should be the Shanksville one. Did I get that right? This says Flight 93. I thought it was Flight. Okay, I got to double check quickly. We are double checking in live stuff right here. I think I got a mistake right here. I'm gonna open up my passengers live stream. I'm in passengers Excel file. Okay, and now we're gonna go Olson. So I think I got it mixed up there. Olson. So Barbara Olson was Flight 77. Okay, so we have corrected live corrections right here. This is not the Shanksville one. This is the Flight 77. This is the Pentagon one. All right. So anyways, go back to this one right here. So anyways, yeah, so she was CNN political commentator and on flying to film Bill Maher's politically incorrect show on December 11th. And she also was a frequent critic of Bill Clinton administration and wrote a book about then First Lady Hillary Clinton, Hell to Pay. And her second book, Olson's second book, The Final Days, The Last Desperate Abuse of Power by the Clinton White House, was published posthumously after she died, allegedly. All right, so that's interesting. And that's how she looked like. She's also on C-SPAN 2 days before 9/11. And what's another interesting tidbit about her? And then, so Olson has been married 4 times. His marriage his first marriage was Karen Beatty, then Jolie Ann Bales, and then Barbara K. Olson, attorney and conservative commentator. And then in 2006, he married Lady Evelyn Booth, who was a lifelong Democrat. So that's interesting. And so that's her. That's Lady Booth. And some people are saying Barbara Olson is Lady Booth, but I don't know why they use these digitized things. I'll find a better quality one, but it does not look like it. I think it's just a different person. Anyways, okay, so that's pretty wild. Okay, so going back to the Shanksville one. Okay, where's the power outage? Okay, power outage. I think because of multiple reports of levitation at the Shanksville plane crash hole. Even an incident where a woman was thrown off the bed on the floor. Okay, again, something's up with Telegram. I can't play small stuff. Ever since that Telegram CEO got arrested, I can't play stuff on the web. I gotta go right over here. Shanksville. Okay, and I have to play it right here.
Residents close by.
So I'm opening it on my desktop Telegram, not the web version. So something's up with Telegram. It's like ever since they got their CEO arrested. All right, let's play here.
Talk of how their bodies shook. Residents close by talk of how their bodies shook and were lifted.
Heard a big explosion, and it felt like it lifted me right out of the chair. And ran outside.
That plane would come right for me.
They tell similar stories inside Snyder's corner store.
I heard this crash, and it literally took me right off my feet.
Carol Brandt describes what happened to an elderly friend as Flight 93 crashed.
It literally took her off her bed. She was laying down for a nap, and when she woke up, she was on the floor.
Yeah, so she was taking a nap on the bed and then woke up on the floor after the impact. And I think there's other power outage as well.
And it literally took me right for me.
And ran outside.
Let's see what he else says.
And it felt like it lifted me right out of the chair.
So, yeah, she's lifted off the chair. So, again, levitation effects after that Shanksville one.
And ran outside.
That plane would come right for me.
They tell similar stories inside Snyder's corner store.
I heard this crash, and it literally took me right off my feet.
Carol Brandt describes what happened to an elderly friend as Flight 93 crashed.
It literally took her off her bed. She was laying down for a nap, and when she woke up, she was on the floor.
Okay, interesting. Shanksville right here. Yeah, so that is, wow, there's another one I'm trying to find the other one, the power outage. Let's see, maybe it's in here. Power outage. Let's go Shanksville. This one, I thought I included inside my thingy. I'll have to find it. Shanksville. Also power. Okay, this is the one. Power out. This is again. Like I was saying before, everything and anything is from 9/11 revisionist. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. I think I had it already. Power. Oh, power out Shanksville. Okay, there it is. Power outage. Okay, so this one here, play this. Okay, again, I can't play it. I gotta open on my. I'll close this. I gotta open it right here, and I gotta go power out. I'm gonna go into this chat. Again, I gotta go into the chat. My desktop app power out. Also power out again. 9/11 revisionist.
Since when do airplane crashes cause a town to have a power outage?
Whenever it crashed, all the electricity was out.
All the telephones, we didn't have no lights until 10 o'clock.
Oh my God.
We were standing in the office and the lights flickered and everything.
Wait, okay, play it again.
Since when do airplane crashes cause a town to have a power outage?
Whenever it crashed, all the electricity was out.
All the telephones, we didn't have no lights until 10 o'clock.
We were standing in the office and the lights flickered and everything. And
yeah, they said the phones were down in the Somerset area.
All right, yeah. So the phones are down, power's out. The other guy saying lights flickered. Another guy says didn't have power until 10 at night. Say that again.
Whenever it crashed, all the electricity was out.
All the telephones, we didn't have no lights until 10 o'clock.
We were standing in the office and the lights flickered and everything. And
yeah, they said the phones were.
Yeah, so everything's turning off and all that. So that's an interesting one. So the question is, was that part of the tech that of the Shanksville and all that directed energy weapons, or do they just do a pulse weapon after, like right at the fact, so that nobody has electronics to work? And also there's watches also that stopped working as well. And I think I included that is in, where can I find this right here? Rumble. Actually, I'm going to put watch. I think I had, so people's watches also stopped working as well. Okay. Yeah, I'll find it in the other one right here. This is part 31. And this one, because this was on YouTube. YouTube, you could at least search the transcript and so on, but I can't do that because it got deleted by YouTube. This one here, so we'll go to Rumble's one. You could at least sift through fast. So this is Rumble. I'm gonna sift through. This is the Mark Conlon part talking about the watches turned off. Let's go to the watches. Okay, I think it's somewhere around here. I think somewhere watches. Yeah, okay.
Electrical disturbances, didn't we, in New York?
November 11th, 2001.
we spoke about the electrical disturbances, didn't we, in New York in the film? And we do have similar circumstances at the Pentagon with this electrical disturbances. What the seismologists determined was an electrical disturbance. So the fluctuation in that seismic data and the readings was from electrical disturbance. The person's watch stopped, which happened at the towers as well. The watches just stopped. We have clocks stopping at certain times where there's some type of electromagnetic interruption or disturbance happening. And I think there's evidence in that seismic data at the Pentagon.
Or field interference.
Yeah, field interference. We have rusting on the guardrails. Now, these guardrails are stainless steel, and there's in a number of places that there's elements where it's rusted up, it's breaking down. And in one section, they've actually taken away the guardrail altogether. It rusted up that bad, and that's over by the planes path, actually, the official plane path. They took that piece out. Now, further up the Pentagon, where the unofficial flight path was, you've also got rusting. And it's on both sides of the freeway. And that is quite consistent, where they've had to put a number of trees in place. And I've tracked some of the rusting from 2007 or 8 right the way through, and it's still breaking down. The other area is just to mention is we got these toasted trucks, fire truck. When the plane struck, this fire truck was unable to start. Something affected its battery. That fire truck has familiar circular holes in some of the in one of the windows. It also has a rusted back wheels, rusted up, and also it's wilted at the back. Wow. Also with the clocks stopping and wristwatches, this takes me back to batteries and the galvanised steel of the guardrails. They have something in them called zinc, but I think there was something interfering with the zinc levels in those guardrails which caused some type of transmutation, and I think they also affected the alkaline. If there was alkaline batteries, they could have affected those as well, because they have zinc. Batteries are related with zinc as well.
So it sounds like more evidence of the Hutchison effect, energy phenomenon, and because of the zinc in the galvanized steel and because of the zinc in the batteries, we had the clock stopping and the rusting.
Yeah, it's indicative of a directed energy weapon. It's transmutation. We got the iron microspheres, which were in the dust at the World Trade Center. Again, there isn't a connection to the crop circles. Again, some type of energy effect.
I'm sure many of you noticed how Elon Musk and space.
All right, epic stuff, guys. And Rotary Motion has a good ideas, a good message. So, chat folks, please remember you're on MES Livestream on static, and everybody here is debating. I don't know what they're debating. Anyways, guys, just keep it on somewhat on topic. And also, I got a message right here. I'm going to play this one thing, and I think I might end the stream soon.
It's a very busy time for 4,000 FBI agents and 3,000 support personnel across the country. They're following thousands of leads, and some of them from right here in New England. Now, WBZ's Beth Germano has the very latest on the investigation that's close to home. Beth?
The Attorney General and the FBI shed some more light today on the number of hijackers involved and confirmed they were all ticketed passengers when they boarded 4 different planes. It's clear it was a carefully coordinated plan that appears to have been months, if not longer, in the making. Authorities are still following a trail that cuts straight through New England.
The total number of hijackers, to our best estimate and our best knowledge, given the information at this time, on the 4 planes that crashed was at least 18.
It seems incredible that 10 of the hijackers made it through security checkpoints at Logan Airport Tuesday morning, carrying what the FBI says were knives and box cutters. The agency has confirmed 5 boarded each of the 2 planes that flew out of Boston, crashing less than an hour later at New York's World Trade Center. How they got here seems easy enough. Authorities now believe they made their way into the United States from Canada, some of them entering on ferries from Nova Scotia. Agents also surrounded a rental car at the airport in Halifax, impounding the vehicle and dusting for fingerprints. Authorities also confirm that at the airport in Portland, Maine, at least 2 of the hijackers boarded a U.S. Airways Express shuttle to Boston Tuesday morning, where they proceeded with their suicide mission that has claimed hundreds of lives. Among the group is reportedly this man, Mohammed Atta, who allegedly commandeered the first plane into the tower, getting his pilot training in Florida just last year. Tonight, the FBI and Massachusetts State Police are back at a motel off Route 9 in Chestnut Hill for a second day, apparently seizing evidence that terrorists may have rented rooms here. Desk clerks have already been asked questions about who may have checked out early this week. And at the Westin Hotel in Boston yesterday, credit card transactions possibly linked to terrorists led heavily armed agents to scour the building. WBZ has learned that 3 people questioned and later released by police were detained because they had the same last name as the alleged suspect, Mohammed Atta. The FBI says it's impossible yet to know how many associates of the hijackers are still at large. They won't confirm how many individuals have been detained, mostly on immigration charges. They also say they've received more than 2,000 tips on their phone hotline, more than 22,000 on their website. Jack and Kim?
All right, interesting. Yeah, so rental cars impounded in this Yarmouth, Boston, just in Helena, and where Atta's name was used. See that again. I got to wrap my head around.
The FBI says it's impossible. Same last people questioned and later released by police were detained because they had the same last name as the alleged suspect, Mohammed Atta. The FBI says it's
okay, interesting. Yeah, and also, so that one's the same last name, but again, I got to wrap my head around all this propaganda and random stuff about this. Also, let's say right here. Okay, yeah, Goopy Cantaloupe, yeah, it says thanks, MES, yeah, for sure. I'm going to end the stream soon. Son of Clay is being censored. Anyways, guys, keep the discussion to somewhat relevant to static interference. Okay, the next one, I think, before we go further, it's Flight 93, Flight 133 I have scheduled for later. So I have it scheduled here actually for later today. So on September 13th, 2 days after 9/11, the JFK airport in NYC to LA American Airlines Flight 133 was stormed with SWAT teams consisting of the FBI and Joint Terrorism Task Force in police combat gear and handcuffed. And and they handcuffed 3 people. Let's say, including, and they handcuffed 3 people, including one person that had a fake pilot's ID. And passenger Jim Hunter says all passengers were told to hit the ground as they tried to subdue a passenger that was fighting back. So this is a wild take, just 2 days after. I've never heard about this until like a week ago. Someone sent me a link. I had to look this up. So police storm New York plane, 10 in custody. This is published September 14th. This happened on a Thursday. This is Friday. This happened on Thursday, the day before. They had been carrying fake pilot's identification, or one of those had apparently joint FBI and Joint Terrorism Task Force on the scene and looking into it, and so on. Apparently they're fighting some passenger, and they told everybody to get on the floor. After about 20 or more police officers, many in SWAT gear with large guns, all unholstered, stormed the plane and screamed to the passengers to hit the floor. I think some sort of I think fear mongering they're doing to make it seem like they're actually trying to stop fake terrorists. Okay, that's right here. They had put our heads in the crouch position and dragged 1 to 3 people. He said Kirk told reporters on Thursday that some of the people detained and arrested were Arabs. So they just wanted to beat up some Arab guys. He said he did not know whether the rest of the man at the Kennedy airport was connected to Tuesday's attacks. We can't tell at this point, said Reuters. And you can play the video. Okay, again, it's absolutely ridiculous. You can't play the video. I'll play the video here.
Keep one story separate from another, but I want you to cast your mind back now to what we were telling you just a little bit earlier about the efforts by 2 new groups of suspected terrorists using similar kinds of identification, carrying apparently similar kinds of weapons, to hijack 2 other planes, one leaving LaGuardia in New York and the other trying to leave JFK in New York. That happened earlier this evening, and when it did, one of the passengers, a man by the name of Jim Hunter, he was out at JFK aboard American Airlines Flight 133 bound for Los Angeles, and he came into the studio to talk to us a little bit later and tell us what happened while he and the other passengers were waiting for the plane to take off.
We were on the at the gate for about 2 hours. We boarded about an hour late. It was a 4 o'clock flight. It was supposed to be the first flight on a regular scheduled basis for American to go out to LAX today, and we boarded about an hour late, and then we sat on the plane for about 2 hours, or maybe a bit more than that, and then near the end, the captain came on, was trying to make, walking through the aisles, trying to make everybody calm down. He was talking to me and a few other passengers and was asked forcibly by the his first mate or his other captain to go to the front of the plane.
The first officer.
Exactly. And at that point, he ultimately came back on the air and told everybody that we were going to go, and we were all very happy and feeling very good that we were going to be able to get home and see our families and stuff. But about 10 minutes later, the door was still open, which is unusual, and literally a few minutes after that, about 20 or more police officers, many in SWAT gear with large guns, all unholstered and looking down the aisles, screaming at everybody to go and hit the floor, and we all hit the floor. And meanwhile, there was a commotion going on behind me, about 4 or 5 rows behind me, where they were subduing a passenger. And he was definitely resisting and trying to fight off, but it was obviously worthless given how many policemen were on the airplane. And then 2 other passengers that were right in front of me were ultimately asked to go with authorities as well. They were taken to a galley, handcuffed, and then led off the plane from the front as well. So there was quite a bit of commotion, followed by dogs and looking for bombs and everything else before they would allow us to get off the plane.
Well, when you say allow you to get off the plane, no chance that plane was going to leave tonight. I guess you were all escorted off the plane. But let me just turn back to John Miller again for 1 second, because, John, this sounds so remarkably similar, almost identical to what we heard from the other passenger who was on the flight that was leaving from LaGuardia. I just want to be sure, we are talking about 2 different flights here.
No, I believe that he was on the same flight from Kennedy.
Okay, so this is a description then of what happened at the Kennedy flight. Do we know what happened at LaGuardia? Did police or SWAT teams board that plane, or were the arrests made before the men could even board that flight?
I don't have those details here.
All right, Mr. Hunter, are you still gonna try and fly to Los Angeles tomorrow, or have you had enough flying for a while?
I do actually have I'm booked on another flight to go home to San Francisco, where my family is, and I do obviously want to see my wife and kids, and so from that perspective, I am going to try to get home. The big question is we're relocating to New York now from San Francisco. I'm supposed to be permanently relocating in October, and so the question that my wife is asking me right now is, do we drive all the way across the country, or do we fly? And we'll have to figure that out over the next few weeks.
Yeah. I would like you just to give me a quick description of how you think the rest of the passengers reacted to all of this.
Very well. Everyone on the plane pretty much, was obviously shocked by the scene of the police rushing the plane and the screaming that was going on as the man was trying to resist arrest behind us. But everybody, listened to the situation. There was not a whole lot of crying or carrying on. Everybody was, reasonably calm. The woman that was sitting next to me had gone on the floor in pretty much a fetal position, and she was trying to stay as low. We were all getting as low to the ground as we could, just in case any shots were fired. And, it was somewhat unnerving, and we were shaking quite a bit, but the captain and the other, flight attendants came on board, that were on board, were very calming after the incident, and we were playing with the bomb dogs and things like that when the dogs were coming on board, and just trying to calm down.
It may seem trivial or irrelevant to be concerned with Hollywood at a time like this, but ABC's Brian Rooney reports that real-life terrorism has had an impact on the fiction at the film and television factories also.
No, and other around as well. Hollywood is also what's it called? Influencing real life. Yeah, so that's interesting. The guy says there's LaGuardia as well.
Sounds so remarkably similar, almost identical to what we heard from the other passenger who was on the flight that was leaving from LaGuardia.
So LaGuardia, it's another one doing the exact same thing. And also the chat here, I actually accidentally had it too low here, so I had it covering up the first chats. I said this K1SS, this here, just in a sentence, didn't show up on YouTube. Took it out, checked on MES chat. Yeah, I had it actually a bit lower because it was covering my face, was covering it. So webcam, I had it like this low the whole time. Yeah, so you guys let me know. Sometimes I have if it's below my webcam. So I had the webcam, so I was covering up the first comments by accident. So anyways, that's probably a good thing, is half the chat was a debate on something on some theology and whatnot. Anyways, guys, that is that. I'm gonna play. This was playing it. So I think what else do we have on the thingy here? Okay, so the other part, Israel targeting pagers, AL with do explosives for a combination, cyber polygon, EMP attack, then solar flare. I think I had something on here. What else do I have on here? This is the scheduled one, and then yes, and then also LaGuardia. I gotta look up that one. Let's see. I think Israel here. Israel exploding pagers, walkie-talkies, radios, solar gears and they all turn into bombs, etc. If I looked at the videos, the explosions weren't. They were pretty big. So if it's due, I think it might be. Like I think a bit more than just directed energy. It's probably just like some explosives they laced on it, because explosives were bigger than you would expect. But nonetheless, you can explode stuff. So these guys were exploding stuff in a microwave here, but I'm gonna do it over here. Again, playing any video is just ridiculous. Let's see here.
Do not try this at home.
So there's a microwave inside.
Same frequency as microwave ovens. So what happens when you whack one in? Inside out, like food from the inside out. The metal components can't deal with the 850 watts being crammed into them and start to burn. The rechargeable nickel cadmium battery.
Yeah, I just don't know why there's music there. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'll just mute it and just see what happens. And it explodes. I think it will explode soon. Yeah, and it just explodes.
Blowing the door off and disintegrating into a shower of sparks, making this phone truly mobile.
But that's a pretty big explosion, but I'll probably explode everything else inside. But yeah, so and they're using pagers, so maybe I'll have to double check that. So devices, maybe they're using directed energy weapons to blow up that, because you can also see these guys took it apart and started doing it. These guys were exploding it with this.
Thought why a microwave turns off?
Let's say they opened the microwave and started.
Give me a sec. I got them. There are 3.
I'm gonna go right here.
What is going there? Have an extinguisher? Yeah, right. To put me out then. Okay, hit again.
Okay. Yeah, so that happened there, but a pager's pretty big. Actually, I don't know how big a pager is. Let's see, pager, Lebanon, Israel. Let's see how big the pagers are. It's on the photos. Alright, guys. I think, but anyways, this is dragging on. It's this big, so it might have had some other explosive on it. Let's see the video. Is there any videos? Let's do a quick one, just to see the size of it.
Israel has launched new bombings in Lebanon. This follows the deadly communication to Foreign Affairs. More communication.
No safe.
Where's that bomb?
Lebanon have used power banks since October 2021.
Show me a video here. Shall I go back? I think I had a video link here. Israel, right here. Exploding right here. I think I had a video somewhere in here. I just want to play a video. Like, why doesn't it just show me an explosion? I think I think I included this one. Hezbollah. News. Okay, this one here is from That's Life Banaz. You know it? Uploaded.
The head of Hezbollah said earlier this year that his fighters.
I just want to see a video of something exploding.
object exploded may be small, but the potential consequences from this unprecedented, deadly attack are huge.
What for?
Okay, here's one.
Had not only shaken this country.
Let's see how big the explosion is. Oh, that like blew up his leg. Okay, yeah, so this is pretty wild. Alright guys, yeah, so that's a decent explosion. Yeah, it could be due as well, I don't know. That's the kind of tech we're dealing with. So we got some, anyway, this guy, I need his whole setup there. Alright guys, that's that. And then, again, there's magnet, put it next to it, TV, similar to Le Corchant colors. Alright guys, that is all. I think what else do we have? Solar flares. Also, there's the giant Excel. I think, okay, let's do the solar flare. I think I had something here. Solar flare. Solar, cancel. Okay, again, Telegram web is just mayhem today. Okay, solar. I think solar right here. Something but solar. Okay, now it's like glitching. Solar flare. Where's the flare? I think it's solar. Not solar. Yeah, solar flare maybe. Okay, solar storm. This was possibly wiped out internet. 2024. Some thing I shared. Solar flare. Let's go. 2025. I think there was I think a YouTube solar flare 2025. You Google solar flare 2025. This is apparently Halo Solar's flare cycle supposed to block out the world or something. Effects of master solar flares 2025 our year of reckoning, and so on. Again, a lot of hot takes on this. Anyways, the other one, I think, what is the other part I wanted to search? Oh, Cyber Polygon. So I'm also part of the Cyber Polygon newsletter. Cyber Polygon. Okay, I signed up for, yeah, so I signed up for Cyber Polygon, and this is the blackout emergency, whatever, set up to reset the digital infrastructure. I had to sign up for Cyber Polygon, and their newsletter, and their conference was a day before 9/11. So this was September 9th. Cyber Polygon is just a day away. So on September 10th is the Cyber Polygon. Anyways, guys, that is all for today. I'm gonna end it here. I've been messaging pages in Iran just for the crack. Interesting. Yeah. All right, guys. That is all for today, guys. And like always, I think this is all for today, guys. Where's the? How do I comment here? Okay, I gotta put it like this. Okay, how much crack? He says there. Again, I gotta hide this. I gotta put it like this. Vatican, okay. Please do something on the resurrection statue in the St. Paul Hall. I have a full series on it. Have you seen it or no? This is one of my first next level stuff. Let's go occult. So you go to occult playlist. Go to MES occult playlist. I already have like 3 hours on this. So the Pope audience hall. Okay. All right, thanks for the donation. That's live. Epic stuff, guys. Yeah, throw money at me. Donate. And throw money, and there is, I'm going to put some stuff here. Again, for those who haven't seen it, I have audience hall and the Trump birthday stuff. So you can check those out, occult stuff. And I have some wild videos on the Vatican Hall. And if you mirror the statue, it literally looks like a man and a beast there. So like literally mirrored. It's literally Baphomet type figure. And also I have some epic findings in these. So make sure to watch those. Alright guys, great video, very helpful. Yeah, thanks, thanks Jackson Rip Holmes. Alright, thanks for a great show. Okay, and then I forgot to put the donate button in the other place. Okay, donate in the Rumble. Guys, the first time Rumble ever. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for joining. Have a great weekend. Or week. And also next week, guys, gonna be on electrogravitics. So electrogravity, check that out. Alright guys, that's this, and that's all for today, guys. And I'm gonna go and end the stream. And let's go back here. Yeah, and we had a lot of people actually. A decent 64 peak, but it like literally averaging at over 50 easy. This is one of the best consistent streams. Alright guys, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. And again, remember, donate cash money, and see you guys next time. And that's all in 3, 2, 1, ending stream.